What do we got going on here? Get my microphone nice and fixed. Take us a drink. Oh, good, we're live already. Nice. Ugh. Well, what's up, Rusty Faith? How are you today? Or, I guess it'd be closer to morning for you, probably. Afternoon, at least. Doing good. Last day of work for the week, and I got me a 7-day vacation coming. Possibly more. It might be 9 days, but 7 for sure. I'm sure they'll call me in for 1 day. They usually do. But, for the most part, it's vacation time. I like vacation. I mean, I don't actually go anywhere. Not a big fan of that. It's people-y outside. Not a big fan of people. But, sitting inside and watching my hard-earned work get destroyed by dinosaurs is more than adequate. Yeah, I saw the At the Park video. Yeah, I figured you're out west, just from your time difference, because you're always streaming. Like, when you do your morning streams, or afternoon streams, it's like 5 o'clock in the morning, 4:30 in the morning. Like, I'll see the notification up whenever I wake up for them in the morning at like 4:30, 5 o'clock. So I figure you got to be about a good 4 or 5 hours behind me. It's currently 5 o'clock right now. So I figure you got to be out really far west. And then I saw that park, and I'm like, yeah, that looks like a park out west. Big emphasis on cold water and more concrete than grass and trees. Here are parks. There is no concrete. It's all just grass, trees, and like maybe an area with like a rubber mat for the kids to play on like the swings and the slides and stuff like that. You know what sucks about growing up? Nevada. Oh, wow. I always wanted to go to Nevada and Arizona. I'm an outdoorsman. I always wanted to spend a day and a night in the desert. As stupid as that might possibly sound. But I like being outdoors. Alright, so let's get back here. Currently in the need of some grub. We need food. So we gotta find ourselves something we can eat. Don't want to fuck with Mr. Ichthyornis. He's a jerk. That is the most obnoxious bird I've ever ran into in my life. Not that I've ran into many birds in my life, but, you know. That looks like meat. Hey, buddy. Stood still too long like an ass. Turn around. Where you at? Figures I run into a level 32. Oh, fucking computer's overheating. Forgot to open up the fucking tower door. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Now watch, it's gonna start me off at the bottom of the fucking peninsula like it always fucking does. Yep. Every fucking time. Oh, the fucking computer's overheating. God damn it. Why must everything fucking be a pain in my ass? I don't care about the dodo. We just gotta go back and get my stuff. Oh, I hate that. It's horrible because it's like when I play on my own and I'm not... Yeah, my computer's overheating. It sends me an alert whenever my computer gets to 77 degrees Fahrenheit. It sends an alert. Problem is I got an old-fashioned computer desk where you keep the PC tower in that tall, skinny drawer. Alright, it's going off again. We gotta give it a minute to settle down. But it's, in the summertime, it's, even with air conditioning, my room has the attic access, which I really don't have much of an attic. But that basically means all the hot air that builds up in the attic kind of forces down into my room. So one room will stay cold because of the air conditioning, but unfortunately the side I'm at that has the more modern outlets to set up my high-powered computer fucking setup here is on the side that doesn't get a decent temperature change to it. And unfortunately that means my computer overheats. One of my actual goals on these 7 days off is to switch my desk around so that my computer is on top of the desk, no longer inside of that area for it, because it just, like I said, it just overheats. Yeah, I'm not a heat fan. I am definitely not a heat fan. Oh, we gotta get this thing more out into the open. It's probably hotter where you're at, but it's been about 90 degrees daily here with about a 75% humidity on average, and which is not unusual for my part of the over here in Pennsylvania. Our summers get pretty goddamn warm. We get the worst of worst, really, at this section. We get cold-ass winters, and we get hot-ass summers. Like I said, not as bad as some people who live in the extremes, like out in the west or up high north, but it gets to about up to 100 here in the summer, and it gets down to about -20 here in the winter on its worst of worst days. So we definitely see some shit weather. Oh, I gotta get back and get my stuff. Yeah, but without the humidity, like here, when that's 75, 85% humidity, I mean, you just can't fucking breathe. I mean, it's like you're breathing water. That's how bad it can get. You guys got the dry heat, which I hear is good for people with asthma. Not that I care much about my asthma, because I obviously smoke an awful lot, but it's not as bad as it was when I was a kid. It was pretty bad. Okay, so I think that's my stuff there. Yep, there's my stuff. Alright, so we got our gear back. Minus a thing. So we got food. Now we have no food. We need to kill ourselves a couple somethings that are relatively big and easy to fucking kill. And there's a Dilophosaur again. We are going to, I don't have a fucking spear. Let's use our pick. The pick gives us more meat than the axe does. I kind of like how they did this with this game. The pick gives you more of one item whenever harvesting something. And, what do I need to make a spear? Why did I not have enough shit to make a spear? Gotta be wood. Melee, spear. Yeah, we don't have no wood on us. We need some wood. We need to cook that meat, get more meat. Then we can go back to building our little stone hut. I've started rebuilding the house in another area. Not too far away, but a little bit safer of a location. Things aren't killing me constantly over there. A few rogue carnosaurs come over, but not a whole lot. No, thanks. Unfortunately, my father's a bit of a bum, so I'm not a super... What the hell is this? Oh, stuff I don't want. Which reminds me, you can have that too. No, I need that. Never mind. Let's redo this. Put my gear back on. Delete this extra gear that shows up every time I restart for some odd reason. The mindlessbile shirt. I got that from Amazon.com. It was, it's actually a pretty funny story, actually. I I don't have a lot of clothes, which is basically why I wear the mindless self-indulgence, or not mindless mindless bile. Mindless self-indulgence is where I got the name from. But long story short, all I basically have are work shirts and old work shirts. I really don't go out much or, you know, do anything with people, so I never really had no reason to have a large selection of clothes. But I figured, you know, I'd make a shirt to, you know, to wear on my channel so people don't see me wearing the same thing every day and being like, Jesus Christ, does this kid not have any clothes? So I figured if I wore my trademark shirt, everyone like, oh, well, he's just wearing his trademark shirt. So, you know, it's normal that he's going to be wearing the same thing every stream. So I go onto Amazon, and I knew there was places to do this, to have a shirt made for you. You know, I figured there had to be tons of places for that, and of course there was. But but anyways, I go through all the T-shirts and like it's like all mom and pop people, like, you know, small business owners who do these shirt things on Amazon. And I went to this one. It was like Shirt USA, and I got the options I liked and the font that I liked. Unfortunately, at this point, I didn't use the Hollywood font, which is the font I use for the mindless bile on the thumbnails. But I got the shirt. I got the wrong shirt, and then I reordered it because I liked the quality of the shirt, because it is actually a nice shirt. It's not a cheap T-shirt. It is actually a nice quality cotton shirt. And I get the wrong shirt, and then I get an email from the guy. And apparently USA T-shirt is from China. And the owner, I don't know his name, but, you know, he assured me that the reason why the last T-shirt took so long is because his wife has slow hands, and that his hands were much faster, and that the shirt would be right this time. And it was. And I've been pretty pleased with it ever since. What's that down there? That looks like food to me, Rusty. What's up, Broken Legend? Yeah, that looks like food to me. I'd like to tame an iguanodon, but... that didn't work. You're telling me I can bowl a parasaur, but I can't bowl an iguanodon. Telling me I can't use this. Maybe because I aimed for his front legs. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, that's just not doing anything. Oh, well, goddammit. I mean, as soon as I start attacking him, he's going to run away. Alright, buddy. We'll leave you alone. Oh! Well, you were pretty cool about it a second ago. Why are you all going to be a dick now? It's not like I hurt you. Well, he was going to be food. Until he decided to be a jerk about it. I mean, all I did was try to tie up his legs. It's not like I came up and stabbed him in the head with a spear. Where's he at? He's still attacking the house. The Chinese mythology for Minecraft. Oh, that's kind of cool. We'll just let him destroy that house. I have a new house kicking. Just a little bit short distance, which is where we're going to go once we get the rest of this meat out of here. So, Chinese mythology pack. Is it just like a theme you put over stuff? Like for building, you know, like, you know, Asian-looking oriental structures and stuff like that? Or is there actual, like, new stuff floating around in it? Come on, finish cooking my meal. We need to get to our house. We need to make a new, mortar and pestle. I demolished mine. It's a city, changes, texture, new music, and new characters. Nice. Alright, let's head back over to my new home. After killing this poor defenseless dodo for food, because we're not doing too well right now. How can you walk away with a spear in you? Haven't discovered all of the map yet. Shit, we're starving again. What do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so we got food rocking. Yeah, that's exactly the way I planned to do it, Kite. What's up, man? Thanks for stopping by. Yep, 7 days to get my foot in the door here with ARK. Grind up some levels. Finish my little stone tower I'm making over here. I'm not doing nothing fancy yet. It's just too hard to get... It's just too hard to get fucking resources and balanced food and taming dinosaurs to build anything amazing yet. And I did kind of build myself into a hole up here. I'm wondering if I'm missing an item. Like most of the survival crafting games I've got. No, I ain't got metal structures yet. I have some metal, but I don't have the metal structures yet. I got the stone structure, so I started building the stone house. But I ain't got much in here yet, but it's a start. And what I want to make a table to put my mortar and pestle and other things on. But I can't remember what the hell I need for a table. I'm thinking it requires more metal than I've currently found. Where the hell's the table? Ingram, that's the foundation. Wouldn't the table be in here? Or is it furniture? Wood. Table. Metal, 1 of 12. We actually can build this. I'm pretty sure I got at least 12 metal. I got 16 metal. Perfect, I can make a table. We need some more wood first, though. And really, I don't need the table. I just want a table. That's just how it is. How am I over encumbered already? What do I got in my inventory? Oh, I got a shit ton of rock. Alright, yeah, that makes sense. Alright, sorry. I'm going to slowly make my way down the hill here because I don't feel like dropping my inventory. Got a free spyglass, though I didn't actually intend to pull that up, but I figured I'd let you know. What's up, GR Quality? I'm a noob, just so you know. And no, I'm playing by myself, even though I know most people don't seem to like that. And I am playing on the PC, just to answer the first usual questions I get. So let's move our metal over here. No, we can... I still don't have enough. You need 100 pieces of wood to make a fucking table? Yeah, I'm a noob, so I'm not going into any other servers with other people until I know what the fuck I'm doing, because I'm still having a terrible time of getting the basics of survival down here. Every dino I tame gets killed, and I can't tame anything of a high enough level. And when I do get something with a decent level, something with a bigger level just kind of rolls along and kills it, so... Basically, I'm just trying to find a stable home here, because they knocked down my last one. So I'm trying to get myself a little area. Alright. I'm going to freeze up my inventory a little bit, and I can get rid of some of this extra shit. What do we need here? Where did I get more meat from? I would like to make a compass again, even though I lost it last time because I got killed and couldn't find my fucking body. Alright, let's get us another compass, because I'm terrible at telling direction on this game. I can't find a... It was nice in the forest because you have that large northern mountain up there. And you can always kind of use that to orientate yourself without having to worry about the... without having to worry. Alright, what's next? We need a mortar or pestle so we can start making trank arrows again. Navigation saddles, miscellaneous. Where the hell was it? Was it in structures? Wasn't in cooking, no. Pipe, stone, furniture, wood, crafting. So I need a little bit more stone and I can make my mortar and pestle again. Crazy, that doesn't sound good. Luckily up at the club, Father's Day isn't really a big thing, so I didn't really have a lot going on. 2 rocks short, you gotta be kidding me. Alright. Fucking that many rocks to build this little fucking thing. Alright, let's go down and get that inventory. Just single player. I'm just, like I said, I'm learning the basics of the game. Eventually I'd like to start maybe a PvE or get involved with somebody's PvE, but for now I'm just kind of getting the hang of things. I'm used to survival style games, but not one as brutal as this. This is, Yay, look at that. We look like civilized people. We got our stuff on a freaking table. That's brilliant. She did one for 100 subscribers. A live stream, Rusty Faith. Alright. Cook some meat. What else do we need? We need to start building more walls so we can start the second floor. So what do I need? Is that 2 more sections or 3? That's 3 more sections. 2 more sections. So what am I missing for the freaking rock wall? And you know what? I'm taking the compass out of my inventory because I only need it when I'm exploring. And then I'm just going to die and lose it and be pissed. So we're just going to not deal with that for now. I was happy that one of those green shafts of light gave me a looking glass, because I still haven't went into any caves or anywhere to find crystal. What am I looking for next? Oh yeah. No, I was in the right place. Fuck. So I need a lot of stone and wood. Alright. Let's cook this meat up and let's go grab more stuff. Maybe find something that we can actually tame that might not get killed. We just need to tame one of those Therizinosaurus. That's going to be such a high fucking tall order for me, though. There's a level 6 wandering around here, and I'm a level 30-something. You'd think you'd be able to take it to freak down. But I remember hitting it with like 10, 15 arrows and still having not taken them down. And honestly, they don't cause that much trouble. They really don't. They don't mess with you if you don't mess with them. Or don't get too close. But every now and then they end up killing my freaking dinosaurs. I'll leave them behind so they don't get killed while I'm walking around. And then I'll be like, I was killed by that damn level 6 Therizinosaurus again. I was like, my dinosaur was just standing by the house. What's up, Vidmaster Crazy? Okay, so we need to go collect stuff. We'll go down here to collect stuff. Need wood and stone and to not die. And more meat. 11 pieces of meat's not helping me, especially if I can get a carnosaur. And since I can start making trank arrows again, we need to start making rotten meat, so we need to get a little bit more organized. My streaming? Oh, that's alright. People say I should do those talk videos that relax people and put them to sleep because of my voice. I don't personally see it, but like most people, I don't like my own voice, so I think I got about maybe 25, 30 so far. I started playing last Monday, I believe, was the first day I played this game. And I always loved dinosaurs, and I love crafting survival games. Like I said, I love the forest. That's the reason why I got into PC gaming a good 3 years ago. Like I said, I love dinosaurs. I was always curious about the game, but it always looked like such a multiplayer game that I didn't want to get into it and just constantly be getting my ass kicked. I didn't understand that there was non, you know, player versus player servers, or that I can go on and kind of learn things and do my own at first. And then I started watching one of my friends stream it, and the idea of wanting to do it, wanting to play it was just too much. It just looked too fucking cool. It's like I love dinosaurs, and most dinosaur games are usually shit. It's like most dinosaur movies. They can just never really do a good job of it. I love the old dinosaur movies with the cheesy claymation special effects. Dinosaurus from 1960 is one of the best dinosaur films ever fucking made. Or The Land That Time Forgot, the original one from the 60s, or The People That Time Forgot, which is a good set of books, too, by Edgar Rice Burroughs. Maybe we should be able to make another wall yet. There's our two walls. Now we can see... Now I'm debating on how I'm going to get to the second floor. I have a spiral staircase. I kind of just like a normal staircase. And I really don't know how the spiral staircase works, or if I need to connect it to something, or... So we're going to mess around with that. Alright, look at that. Home sweet home. 3 boxes, a table, and a fucking rock bowl. Fucking kicking ass. It's like, what kind of rock hut only has a mortar and pestle? Best damn hut in town. Alright, so what do we need? We need ceiling pieces, and we need to figure out this whole staircase issue. So what do I got in my inventory for crafting? You just reminded me James Cameron once set to direct Jurassic Park. Would have been basically like a... Oh, James Cameron doing Jurassic Park would have been excellent. If you ever read the novel's fucking nasty. You know, fucking Dilophosaurus eating Nedry's intestines out while he's still alive. Tons of more dinosaurs going through the aviary, going in the volcanic section of the park, and going underground into the kind of like catacombs underneath where the raptors have their nests to count the eggs. So when they like firebomb the island, they know that they got all the raptors. I mean, the book is amazing. Same with the second book. The second book is amazing. I loved the first film, but the second film was kind of eh. And the third one was a little bit more eh, except for the badass Spinosaurus. Jurassic World was alright. I kind of liked it. You know, it was kind of like, I was upset that they had to make up a dinosaur. I'm glad that this game didn't make up any dinosaurs. As I rooted through the dinosaur list, these are all things that I knew about. Other than the Therizinosaurus, I actually looked him up today. He actually existed, and his fucking hand claws were 3 feet fucking long in real fucking life. That's a big-ass fucking claw. Alright, what did I come in here for? I started talking about dinosaurs. What was I looking for? Oh, yeah. So what do we got? Wood. So there's our spiral staircase. Wooden spiral staircase, useful in constructing multi-level buildings. So I just... for you players in there, so I just basically create a ceiling and I just leave one space out and plug this into this. And how big is it? Is it going to be the size of both of these walls, or is it going to be just the size of one wall section? I'm kind of interested to know how that's going to work. I got the fucking ladder, or rope ladder. I got both ladders, I think. I can use a ramp maybe. If you can just snap ramps together. I'd like to use the spiral staircase in the middle, because I'm kind of wanting to make a tower here. Just a tall tower to hold me off until I find a less deadly place to live. Alright, so how much does a ceiling cost? Oh yeah, I also read, what was it? Terminal Man? The one where the guy goes in for surgery to get something for his, like, thyroid or something, so they put those electrodes in his brains and it just turns him crazy. It was a short little novel, but it was a great novel. Sphere. There's a bunch I didn't read. Every time I go to the bookstore, I'm like, oh, I'd like to read more Michael Crichton, but they just never have it anymore. So what's our stone ceiling? Foundation, wall. Did I not have a stone ceiling? Or do I just use a wood ceiling? I guess I could just use a wood ceiling. Why the fuck not? Yeah, a lot of people don't know that he wrote the script for Westworld. That's great. I haven't watched the series. I hate when they do these reboots. I know a lot of people say it's really fucking good. But, where's the ceiling at? Ceiling structure. Can I build one now? Alright, whatever. We'll build one. I have a ton of wood in my inventory, so I should be able to make a decent amount of these. So we're going to make this place. Okay, let's see. Let's get all our wood in our inventory. Gotta have all that wood inside of my inventory. Crafting. Wood rope. Wooden ceiling structure. Really, I can only craft one more? Thatch. Goddamn thatch. I don't know if the ladder's staircase is going to work. I'm not entirely sure. Alright, so we need a lot of thatch. More thatch, more wood. Is that you, P-Duty? No, that's not P-Duty. I haven't seen P-Duty in a while. He's the only dinosaur I got that hasn't been killed. At least I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure P-Duty's still alive. Not 100% certain, but I'm pretty sure. Hope there's nothing in the edge of these woods to kill me. Now that I think about it, I haven't... Oh, did you see that? Your P-Duty level 25 was killed by a Rex. I just start talking about P-Duty and he gets killed. Ain't that some fucking shit? Oh, shit. Hold on a second. Work's texting me. Alright. Fucking P-Duty. No, I have no dinosaurs. Okay, that's a kick in the nuts. I'm telling you, man. This game is fucking savage. He was wandering around for, like, literally in-game days. So there's that fucking Rex who lives on the other side of the peninsula I'm on. I'm down here on the peninsula. I haven't got much farther than that. And he lives on that bay side, and he just... I've only got myself killed by him once on purpose because I wanted to respawn. But I basically stay off that side because it's like... I never see his ass until it's too fucking late. And I'm like, oh, there's a Tyrannosaur here. Yay. A thing. Where should I put it? Maybe I'll do it on the next level. I'll put on the staircase and see how that's going to freaking work. Alright, I got shit in my inventory for some odd reason, and it's way too fucking heavy. It's my inventory. Weight, 82. What the hell's in here that I don't need? Someone want to tell me what this, where the fuck is it? What's this blood extraction syringe? Why do I need to extract blood? Or is that for, like, when there's multiple players in the game? Because I don't see why I need to extract my own blood. That's why I'm so fucking heavy, that charcoal. Let's see, get rid of these seeds. Eventually we'll start doing some gardening, but that won't be today. Seeds. Seeds. How big is he? Jurassic Park? Big or VR? The T-Rex I'm encountering, he's like Jurassic Park big. He's not V-Rex big. That's another, you know, the proper title. Most people just think it's a Tyrannosaur in King Kong. And fucking fiber. I got a whole fucking drawer just for all the fiber I collect. I'm saving it up. Alright, so if we get some berries, I can make some fucking arrow. That was nice, the nice little drop-off shack thing. Little drop-off shack thing. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Stupid work texting me again. So let's get some more wood and some more thatch. Got to get the next level of crafting equipment crafted. Tired of this shit breaking on me. Alright. Should be able to manage now. There's my ceiling. Let's go put that in place, and then we need some water. Probably won't make it down to the water in time. That's another thing. I got to set up that little water thing so it'll catch rainwater while I'm up here, so I don't have to keep on running down to the bottom. Get in the house. Yep, there we go. We're going, game. Fucking glare. Da-da. There we go. Alright. Basic needs have been solved. So let's dig some resources down here for our next roof attachment. Wish I can run across another low-level raptor to club on the head. I miss my raptor. Richard was a good raptor. He was only a level 1 raptor, but he was a good raptor. You never forget the first one, you know? And these dickheads, like I said, they're not really dickheads. They're cool. They're like when you go to that perfect bar when if you don't mess with nobody. Yeah, raptors are, they're pretty small little guys. Still nasty little son of a bitches. You wouldn't run into them, but no, they're not man-sized. This game's pretty inaccurate when it comes to dinosaurs, actually. Most of them are pretty well done, but like they went with the Jurassic Park Dilophosaur. You know, Dilophosaur didn't have frills. It didn't spit. If it did, we would have never known anyways. And they were about baryonyx size. They were pretty decent size. They weren't some teeny little fucking upstarts. You know, they were actually a decent-sized theropod. What other things did I notice? One that they call the parasaur, a parasaur, and not a parasaurolophus. You figure if you're going to make a game about dinosaurs, you can at least get the proper name in there. And though it's usually more preferred to call a brontosaurus a patasaurus, I do actually love that they called it the brontosaur, because when I was growing up, that was the only like kind of name for it that was common known. So I kind of like the old school name of that. Alright, so if I put the staircase in the middle here on this next section, it'll be about like right here. I could live with that. But there is the Utah raptor. The Utah raptor was fucking pretty decent sized. And I believe the Deinonychus, which is basically the same thing as a velociraptor, was about raptor size, if not a little bit bigger as well. If I remember correctly. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Society's used to Jurassic Park raptors. That's what they think they are, and that's what we like them as, more or less. So, you know, what are you going to do? And I like the fact that the Dilophosaurus spits. It's fun. I would have liked to see a larger size Dilophosaur, though. What's up, Tambone? That gives enough narco berries to make a fucking thing. Yep. Go make us a one trank arrow. What's up, Crazy Man 50? Now we can bust a cherry on this thing. Alright, we have one arrow. Gotta go start looking for more of those pickups. That last one gave me like 20 freaking free arrows. Yeah, not much here. Last day of work. I'm on vacation for 7 days. We'll be playing a lot of ARK. Will be a good vacation. While everyone else sweats their ass off at my fucking job. Like I did for the last miserable week. Shitty work week. Busy work week. Why the hell don't you just automatically make your inventory better? Alright. So we need to keep on crafting ceiling pieces in those steps. And we need more water again already. Maybe if we didn't poop so much, we wouldn't be so fucking dehydrated all the goddamn time. Hope you level up every time you poop. Or like, you know, gain experience points, not level up. And honestly, that's my only complaint with the game so far, is a starting out noob. A dinosaur should be a fucking dinosaur. He shouldn't need to be leveled up. I can understand the leveling up for the character, but I see no reason for the dinosaurs to be a level. You know, there's no reason why a small dinosaur should be able to take out a big dinosaur because he has a higher level than it. I don't see that point in that. I mean, I guess it gives just for more grinding and gameplay elements, but from a survival standpoint, leveling up really doesn't work. Oh, you dickhead. How in the world did I fucking miss that? No, not the bow. We want your meat. Thank you. Glad you would be cooperative. What's my job? I am clubhouse supervisor at a country club, which is, tell stomp around. Basically a very fancy title for head janitor. I do the catering deliveries. I set up all the chairs and furniture and stuff whenever there's like a big party in the ballroom, stuff like that. Light janitorial, some maintenance stuff. Is that a fucking Stegosaurus rocking down there? What is that? Looks like a fucking Stegosaurus. What's up, Moss Chops? I think I'm gonna have to kill you. Level 8. I'm gonna have to try my best to kill you. I'm hungry. Oh, I forgot these guys can run pretty fast. Where's my spear? Oh, that's right. I tossed my spear in his face. So I just can't jab at him. Come on. Come on. Love how these guys always run in the rocks. Great opportunity for the hunter. Stop running. And it is a stegosaur down here. Do I forget to drink water? There we go. Loading up on some shit now. Yeah, I forgot to drink water. Drink water, sorry. One doesn't drink water. I wish I can bola you. Even though you're only a level 4. What level is this guy? Level 2. A female. See, I hate that stego. Just call it a fucking stegosaurus. Of course it's wild. If it was tamed, it would have a name on it. It's like, save that for servers with other people. Oh, fuck it. We'll go back home and cook our meat. Grabbing roof resources on the way. We got a good store of meat. I'm happy about that. Get it all cooked off. And we can can start focusing on other things instead of having to hunt every 5 seconds. We'll only have to not hunt for 10 minutes. Because the food consumption on this game is fucking ridiculous. Another fucking thing that the leveling up system doesn't really work for me, because it's just... How are you gonna get... You know, it doesn't make sense. You should only need to eat like 3 of those fucking meat steaks a day. Fucking high rich fucking protein shit and berries. You really shouldn't need to eat that much, even if you are doing strenuous work. To fucking have to down 5 fucking steaks to get a full stomach, just so that they can put in the level up system and make that one of the options. I don't agree with that. Where's our fire? Let's put all this tasty meat in here. Fucking charcoal, always taking up inventory space. Just drop that. I'm tired of fucking saving charcoal. Do I got enough for another ceiling piece? Nope, more wood. Give us something to do while the food's cooking. You know what? How much do we need for this freaking staircase? 200 fucking pieces of wood for a staircase. You gotta be fucking kidding me. That's fucking ridiculous. Fucking 200 pieces of wood for a fucking staircase. 200 pieces of fucking wood, I can build a fucking house with that. Don't start lagging on me, game. I can't get over that. 200 fucking pieces of wood. Why are you going to start to lag? My settings couldn't be any possibly fucking lower. Any lower and it's going to be Minecraft. That's what I'm saying. And it's funny because you like fucking 80 rocks to make that fucking bowl to grind stuff in. That's a one fucking rock operation right there. How many pieces of wood I got? 132. My weight's almost full. I just hope we can get 200 in there where we can still walk so we can craft it. If not, we're just going to have to drop shit. Over encumbered already. It's still letting us walk. By the time we get it, we're not going to be able to even walk to get to the next tree. Watch. Where are we at? 177, so we need 23 more pieces of wood. Let's see if we can get this. Perfect. Alright, let's build this asshole staircase. And the thing's going to be like one wall stack high for all that shit too. That's what's going to fucking piss me off. I'm going to have to build 2 of them to get to the next floor. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it has its flaws. Like I said, I'm an extreme craft lover, survival lover, and dinosaur lover. So, you know, it's like I'm going to tolerate any poor flaws on its part. So let's see what the fuck this thing does. What the fuck? I can't even see the whole thing at the same time to know how it's fucking stacking. Well, that ain't gonna work. I don't need you going up to the next level. Come back down here. That's going through the wood. I don't need you to go through the wood. Oh, come on. Stop being a dick. That's not working. That wouldn't have been half bad either, honestly. But no, that's not working for me. Oh, come on. What angle do I go? I mean, I don't want it on this. I eventually want one on the second floor. You need to be down here. I need to be able to see what you're doing. Oh, come on. Isn't there a fucking rotate structure button? Why can't I put you here? You know what? I got an idea. What's it do in the corner here? I mean, this thing's just going crazy. It's just entirely uncalled for. See, I don't mind that. Kind of one in the middle, though. Who puts a fucking spiral staircase up against the wall? I don't want to have to demolish something to fucking fit this in here. I feel like I had it right once, but I lost it. Now I can't find the fucking proper angle to get it to work. That wasn't looking too bad. Go back. Playthroughs for the immediate future. Well, I'd still like to get back to The Last of Us. I want to get back to playing that. That's why I went and got my Wi-Fi upgraded so I can actually play it. And I still have plenty of room to access my boxes. I can live with that. Honestly, there's not too many games I need to get back and finish. I got a bunch of people, like, you know, playing Half-Life. I got to get back and I got to finish Half-Life episode 1 and 2 because I said that I would. There's just not that many games coming out that I'm interested in. At least not that aren't going to be for a while. You know, definitely going to play Red Dead Redemption. Let me pick up the shit. Definitely going to play Red Dead Redemption 2 when it comes out. I want to play Agony. I already have my Kickstarter copy of Agony. I'm just waiting for them to release it, and it got pushed back the next freaking Christmas, so that's a wait. It's like every time I go and look at the new release games at like GameStop and shit, it's all crap. They don't put out any new games. And then when you do get it, and you get all hyped up for a game, it freaking sucks, because it either doesn't work. Still plan to do some more Friday the 13th playing. I just haven't done any in a while, because I started playing ARK, and it's rather, it's a game that kind of sucks you in and doesn't let go. That's why I'm glad to have a vacation. After 7 days of playing ARK every fucking day, I'll probably get tired of it. Yeah, I did want to play that one South Park game, Granny, but hey, what's up? Building me some stuff. First, I need to make me some drugs. Make me some drugs, okay. That was a terrible impression, I know. I know. Silence. I don't need to hear it. Yay, now we have two trank... Oh, where did we get a third trank arrow? We got we'll have 4 trank arrows now. Damn, we can take out a compy with that. That's another thing they called a compy a compy. It's a Procomsognathus. She could have gave it the national name. It was not that hard to pronounce when you break it down. Just laziness. Pure laziness. Yeah, impressions. I'm too monotone to do impressions. Like, I could do a monotone impression of everyone, but that's about it. Alright, so do I have enough stuff to build a roof? I want to, hopefully that'll plug in and not cause me problems. Wood. What do we need? Wood. Now what? For fuck's sakes! Yeah, yeah, he was too much. I hate kicking viewers out, especially whenever, you know, he wasn't necessarily being an asshole. He was just being an obnoxious kid who's just freaking doesn't know any better. That wasn't a Therizinosaurus I just ran past, was it? Sometimes he comes up on that hill, dicks around. So I build it up there. Eventually I plan to block off that hill. Nothing bad seems to come from the other side. The Rex doesn't seem to be able to come up the backside of the peninsula. Yeah. Yeah, he's too much. I always wondered if he actually got any games from asking people to buy him games like that. He was come on every day. He wanted me to buy the game, buy it for me, send it to me, get it from GameStop and send it to me. I mean, it just got... What did I do? Hit the wrong button. It just got to be freaking ridiculous. And then when I'd say anything about it, then he'd start, you know, calling everyone a bitch and, oh, fuck your mom and all this fucking shit. And he just... Then he's asking, what's your Steam username and password? You know, and it's just, ugh. Didn't want to block the kid, you know. I don't get many viewers, you know. 5, 6 viewers for me is doing good. One of the obnoxious part about, you know, game streaming is, you know, kids do play video games. And they can be a bit obnoxious when it comes to chat rooms. And like I said, I don't want to turn people away from the channel, obviously. That's why I had to make Broken Legend a mod. I didn't even want mods. It's like I can handle my own chat room. But then when it's just like relentless, people come in, kill yourself. You suck, you're a bitch, you're gay. I'm like, ugh. I always said, I don't mind if somebody comes in and insults me. I just don't like when people come in and start messing with the other chat members. Calling people assholes and shit like that. You know, it's like, half of the reason why I'm doing this is because I enjoy it, and the other half is because people enjoy watching it. If people aren't going to have a good time in the chat, then I get fucking pissed off. It's like when I see people leaving and coming back saying his Roblox gone, I get fucking pissed the fuck off. And being the channel creator, it has to be me to do something. Oh, thanks, Viper. Yeah, I seen you were streaming, but I got home and wanted to do my stream. Did you get the Giga yet? I wanted to see what the hell that was all about. And tell Laura I'm not listening to her advice if you're playing with her. And the bola was, I completely forgot about the bola. I'm glad you reminded me of that. It makes meat collection a lot easier when I can go after parasaurs instead of freaking dodos. Makes a big difference. Are there enough narco berries? Yes, I do. Can make another arrow. And I started making the stone structure, and I was real happy because the Therizino came after me, and I hid inside of my little hut here, and he did not seem capable of breaking down these stone walls. I don't even think he did any damage to him, now that I think about it. I'll have to go over and look. I never actually looked. He might have done damage, but he certainly didn't. I mean, I was sitting there hitting rocks with him to the point where he ran away. So, I mean, he was there attacking my shit for a very long time. So I'm definitely pleased with my stone hut. It'll be a nice starter hut. No, he was doing damage. Not very much, though. Unless the structures just eventually degrade. Which could be possible. Like I said, I'm a noob to the game, so I'm not entirely sure. So what am I still missing? Still need 20 pieces of wood. Alright. Off we go, then. OFC. I don't know that one. Somebody give me a translation. Alright, later, Viper. Have fun, man. If you're still on when I'm done, I'll come over and say what's up. You know what? I did come over and liked your thing, now that I think about it. I did go over. I just kind of stopped in to see if what was going on before I started playing. I left the like. It's just I didn't really step into the chat. Yeah, what is super chat? I was wondering about that. I don't know what the hell super chat is. Of course. Alright. I was wondering what the hell that meant. Why can't I? You don't fit in there? There you go. Crafting. Ceiling. Hey, Mr. Turtleface. I want a turtle. Turtles are cool. Nice. Look at that. Ain't that nice? And that lessens the amount of ceiling I need too, doesn't it? Oh, well, people can donate to me now. I have donations in my description, and it's through Streamlabs. It puts it on to a PayPal. People can pay through PayPal. Yeah, screw YouTube. I try to not rely on YouTube for as much as I possibly can. But like I said, I really don't advertise the donation things. I just put it in there because it was a part of Streamlabs. And yeah, obviously I would like to, at one point, at least not have to work so much and play video games a little bit more professionally. But I don't actually count on that or expect it to happen anytime soon. But there's no sense in spurning a possible opportunity. If a 10-year-old kid can be worth $10 million playing Minecraft, there's no reason why anyone can't do it if they put enough work or time into it. I almost kind of want to leave that other half of the room open, now that I think about it. Not even put up more ceiling piece. I don't know. Undecided. Because that was going to be my bedroom. I need to build a bed. When they attacked my house, my bed got destroyed. Yay! Fear. I don't got it for the PC, but I loved Fear. I got Fear 1, Fear 2, and the Fear Files, all for the Xbox 360. Which I could technically hook that up to my Elgato and stream it through OBS. But yeah, I loved Fear. Fear was an amazing... It was one of the last great first-person shooters, honestly. Alright, so what do I want for my level up? We'll go with stamina again. Yeah, I loved Fear. I would like to do more first-person shooters, as they're my preferred style of game. And like I said, I love crafting everything, but I love a good 10, 12, 13-hour first-person shooter to play through with a decent plot line. Are you kidding me? Alright, I gotta look into that irrigation bowl thing. I know it can just catch rainwater. I know I can eventually irrigate water from other places. I don't know if that would work uphill. But I know that I can eventually irrigate shit up here. Yeah, I might have to put Fear on my list. It's been a long time since I played it, and I could probably pick it up cheap on Steam. Actually, instead of having to go through the effort of streaming through a console, which I don't necessarily like. Like, I'm having such trouble playing this on settings, I almost want to pick up ARK for PS4, just so I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, no, it really marks me as they release Fear 3. I never played Fear 3. I gotta play that. That gives me more incentive to go back and play the Fear games. I plan to stream more than just ARK this week. I know I'm saying that, and I might not end up doing it. Just because it's like I said, games like this, I just get so obsessive about what I'm doing, and I just can't stop. And since I started doing YouTube and streaming, my philosophy is if I'm going to play games, I might as well be making videos off of it or streaming. At the very least, the mathematics of having more videos comes out. Even if you got a bunch of videos that got 5 views on it, if you got a couple hundred videos out there, it starts to add up. Some progress is better than no progress. But with streaming, things have turned out so much better. On my analytics page, everything is, buy it, you sir, all of them, even 3, it's co-op. You mean the plot line, or like the main storyline is co-op. That's badass. I can't remember if the other ones were. I remember playing, like, the match, like me and my buddies were just cheating for the achievements. Just shooting each other with the pistols like 1,000 fucking times and shit. Like, who the hell's gonna get 1,000 pistol kills? Yeah, if I put that there, I can't walk up. I'm thinking I'm safe if I put that there. I should still be able to walk up my steps, right? Perfect. Perfect. Maybe I'll put, like, item boxes over here, something along this wall. Alright, it's coming together. It just sucks because I built myself into a corner over here. I can't place any more foundation, so I can't add on to this. I wanted this to be the second story and just keep on adding on to it, making it cool, but I've already, by not just understanding the basic physics of the games, I just can't, like, I can't put on another foundation on any of these sides. It won't let me. And if it is, it's like 1. Just 3 in that multiplayer Steam game they released for co-op. Oh. Okay. Alright, so what are we doing? What's our narco berry and spoiled meat? Alright, we need some meat to spoil. Do I have any raw meat in my inventory? No, I cooked it all off. Well, it's still pretty smart of me to have done that. So we need, I think, 3 more ceiling pieces. So let's get that done. Should probably do it like everyone else does and do my crafting off stream, but what are you gonna do? I'm actually gotten used to playing video games and talking to people now. It's kind of boring to play video games by myself. Later, crazy man. Thanks for stopping by. Like I said, I'm on vacation this week, so I will be here a lot, so. Because it's going to be a 90-degree week, and I ain't leaving the air conditioner. Alright. Oh, that's cool, Vidmaster. Like I said, I'm to be honest, I'm really not much of a multiplayer guy. I made an exception for Friday the 13th, the game, because I grew up in the 80s and I love the Friday the 13th movies, and my birthday is on the 13th of June. And so, you know, it's always kind of had a thing for Friday the 13th. But I'm not saying I'm bored of the game, but I've lost my lust to play all day long. And ARK certainly didn't help that out any. I guess I can build a railing around that too. Railings would be cool. I don't know if I unlocked the railings. I can't remember. Yeah, Granny, I've been working in the hot for way too long these last couple of days. That's why I never understood the beach. I'd love to see, like, north of Pennsylvania, like Maine, something like that, or Canadian beach in the winter. I want to see it snow on a beach. I've always wanted to walk along the beach while it was snowing. I think it would be one of those, like, moments where everyone could admit that, oh, that's pretty fucking beautiful. I don't mind most of the glitches. What I don't like is that I don't get CP every time I do. Like, I'll finally get a good round as Jason and kill all 8 counselors, earn like 1500 CP, and then it won't fucking register. You know, it's like I would have almost been like level 60 or 70 with all the matches I played, stream and off stream, if that bug wouldn't have been there. And I've even like tweeted their tech support, and it was the first time I've ever tweeted the people of Friday the 13th, the game, and they did not get back to me. Which one either shows that one, they are having a shit ton of problems and complaints, and finally got to the point where they can't afford to, yeah. Yeah, it would definitely be interesting to see one of Stephen King's novels show up in Maine. Nothing ever happens there. I love that. I don't think there's a novel he wrote that's not in Maine. I think The Stand, because he goes all over the freaking place, across, like, out west, but... I could have met Stephen King. He came to a book signing at our local book place, Penguin Books, and he was actually going to stay in one of the little rinky-dink guest rooms we have at the country club I work at. But at the last minute, he decided to go with the hotel by the airport, so he didn't have to drive like 20 miles to the airport whenever it came time for morning. And 2, our guest rooms are really just a luxury. Like, we don't have room service or nothing like that. It's just a room you stay in. You know, if you want coffee in the morning, you come downstairs to the main area and go into the server area and make your own goddamn coffee and turn the machines on before employees come in. You know, there's no place you can call up in the middle of the night if you're hungry or you want a snack. The coolers are all locked. There's nothing nobody can do. You know, it's just basically a luxury if your folks are in town, and or you have more relatives in town than your house can handle, and you will need to put one up for a night. What are you doing? You guys are shitty in this game. You are. You're supposed to be like the peak anti-predator fucking animal, but yet you get killed by everything. You were built to not be killed by predators. A little bit more wood. We can have 2 ceiling pieces, and we can go up and make some more, another trank arrow. I find something extremely comforting about just chopping at things. I know most people aren't into these kind of games. Would be rather annoyed watching me constantly chop at things. I probably couldn't watch somebody do it either, if I'm being perfectly honest. But just like with the forest, man, I just love grinding out and just slowly building stuff. I fucking love it. I get into that zone. Nothing else matters. The bottom of the house can be on fire, and if like, oh, I just need one more log to make another piece. Just need one more log. Place. Voila. And we have a second story. Look at us. We doing stuff. Aren't I special? I've made a square house. Oh yeah, I love the story, love the show. I'm You know, did you watch Stand Against Evil on the IFC? It's a lot like Ash versus the Evil Dead, kind of like a comedy horror. But I don't know, I love Evil Dead and Bruce Campbell, but I almost want to say it's just as good, if not maybe a little bit better, just because of he's like, you know, Ash is super great because he's fucking egotistical, arrogant, his bravado, his charisma. But freaking Stan, he's like your everyday Republican he's a fucking great character. With his goofball fucking daughter and the new female sheriff, which he obviously hates. I mean, it's a great show for being off of the independent film channel. Not that I dislike independent films, but every time I watch something on that, it's terrible. I'm like, there's a reason why these people didn't get money to make this film. Like, because it wasn't any good. Like I said, I love underground music and films and a lot of things, but a lot of it is underground for a reason, because it does suck. What is that? Is that 5? Or no, we have 6. Yeah, fucking moving on up to that deluxe shack in the sky high. Yeah, Stand Against Evil. I got it for pretty cheap off of Amazon Prime, the 13 episodes. But it's like hilarious. It's like, let me pause the game. I want to talk about this. I love this show. We'll be quick about it. It's like, back in the day, the sheriff hunted down and killed all these witches. And there's always this person fighting the witches. It's like a woman. She fights the witches, and it's like handed down through generations. Stan just happened to marry the witch hunter and never knew about it. He was completely oblivious because he's an ignorant, old-school Neanderthal male. He just doesn't pay attention to his fucking wife. So, and she's been protecting him because every sheriff since that sheriff has been killed by the curse of the fucking witches. And he's been surviving all this time. Well, the first episode is the death of his wife. And so the witches start coming after him. And during the funeral, he's at his wife. He sees the lady across from him turn into a witch. So he gets up and starts punching this bitch in the face. And it turns out they're just making him hallucinate. So he loses his job. A female sheriff comes in. He's a single dad now with his goofball, weirdo, chunky daughter. And all these like demons start showing up. Like there's like this goat demon. The daughter brings home a goat while fucking picking blueberries. And she's like, Dad, I want you to meet this new friend I met. And he's like, oh, God. He's like, he's waiting outside. He's like, oh. I was like, he has the common decency to wait outside? He's like, he must not be a millennial. He's like, the problem with millennials is no one ever told him how much they suck before. And, you know, and then he goes outside, and it's this fucking pentagram-looking Baphomet goat demon. You know, she brought home the demon while picking berries. It's fucking hilarious. The chick gets tied up to the stake, and he's coming into the graveyard to dig up his dead wife for her necklace for some spell or something, and he sees the new sheriff, female sheriff, tied up to a stake ready to get burned. He's like, 30 years. 30 years I've been sheriff of this town, and no one's ever done this to me. This is your first day on the job. It's fucking hilarious. He's played from the guy from Platoon, the bad lieutenant's kind of sycophant sidekick with the kind of short hair, kind of going bald, always chewing gum while he talks. I forget his freaking name now. Went off on that Stand Against Evil rant. Forgot what we're doing. Got plenty of meat. We need to start our second store. I need to make a bed. That's what we need to do next. Need to make a bed. The other nice thing about the Therazinos is they're constantly stuck in trees. The Poughkeepsie tapes. I never heard of that. Cooking bed for beds. Oh, I got enough stuff to make a bed? Yeah, John C. McGinley. That's him. Yep. Yeah, he's fucking great in it. I mean, he's just like a grizzled. All he wants to do is sit around the house and drink beer and freaking watch Hitler specials on the History Channel. You know, it's just he's just fucking hilarious asshole. The daughter gets possessed, and she's tied up in the dining room chair, doing all this fucking shit. And he brings in this bag of oranges, and he's like, "Here's how we're gonna do this." He's like, "You're gonna get out of my daughter's body, or I'm gonna hit you with this sack of oranges." And he's like, "I don't know if you've ever been hit with a sack of oranges before, but it's mighty fucking painful." It's such a fucking great show. All right, so let's make our bedroom. We can sleep outside in the rain. It's a video game after all. Oh, it's hilarious. Oh, we can make 2 beds. Oh, look at us. We're fucking doing pretty good. Find me a little cave hoe. Give me some of that cave booty. Kitty wants in. I don't want to block it off, so I can't build walls there. Oh, we should still be able to build our stone wall. Sweet, we got a bed. It's a fake documentary about this super smart serial killers from the 80s to the early 2000s. Films his brutal killing on VHS tapes. No, I never heard of that. I gotta let my kitty in. Did you ever watch that, the world's most... I don't really even like it, but Serbian film? It's pretty notorious. Sorry I didn't get to the door in time. needy cat. Yeah, mockumentaries are good. I almost like them better than real ones because they're more interesting. Because they're fictional. I made that a little bit too far away from the wall, but we're just going to go ahead and live with that. A lot of things don't get proper DVD releases. Oh, kitty, now's not the time to rub up against me. I know you don't understand the problems of video gaming, but... Alright, so what else did I want? I wanted a back door. And I actually have some in my inventory down here, actually. I think I have a back door and a door. Oh. Kitty, you're tickling me. Stop tickling me, kitty. Oh, I got in here. Yeah, I got a door and a wall. Or a wall door. It's kind of obnoxious walking up these steps. So where do I want my door to be? I wanted it to be on the back side. Yeah, we'll just put it here by the staircase. How did you get your hair on my tongue already? You've been here for like 5 seconds. Been here for 5 seconds. Place. And place. Yeah, exactly. He was trying to be politically correct. He was a guy who was born in Serbia, went away, was educated abroad, didn't have nothing to do with the atrocities that are committed there, and then comes up and makes a film about it. People were pretty upset about that. You know, it's like, I'm not to pipe. I mean, there's some really nasty shit that goes on there. Shit that doesn't even need to be mentioned. But, that being set aside, I've watched worse cult films from the 70s and 60s with some real nasty stuff. Nazi exploitation films, rape revenge films like I Spit on Your Grave. There's some nasty movies out there, but those held some merit. This movie, it just didn't entertain me. You know, it's not like I didn't like it because it went too far over the edge. It just did not do anything for me. You know, I'm like, alright, so this is nasty, it's fucked up, it's terrible, that's great and all. It was like Hostel. It had gore, it had violence, it had over-the-top shit, but it just wasn't an interesting movie. You know, it's the same with Touristas. Touristas was just a bad Hostel reimagining. Oh, there's more rock behind there. Nice. I never seen 100th Day of Sodom. I know there's a Criterion Collection version of that. I follow Criterion on Twitter. I love that company. Jesus, that was a lot of rock. Yeah, like I said, there's like certain times when it's like window wall. There's times when, you know, it's like, it's somewhat like the thing about the cult movies with all the messed up shit. They had like goofy characters, and you know, and it's like it wasn't taken super seriously. Cool, later, Granny Monster. Hope you don't have too bad of a headache. Let's make a window by my bed. Slowly building home. Alright, so I didn't make my bed too close. Perfect. You know what? Screw that. In fact, let's counterclockwise what we did. I kind of like that idea. No, there's no point in that. Because I won't be able to stand there to shoot out the window anyways. Definitely put one there. How much wood do I got? Not enough to build a shutter. What do we need? We need food. Didn't you just get tired of not getting pet? You come back already? It's like, don't I pet you enough? You have to bother me while I'm streaming. Sorry, Mr. Moss Chops. Sorry for nothing, I guess. Where the hell did that go? We're gonna try this again. Don't you switch paths on me, you jerk. Get back here. Get back here. You're short and stubby. You should not be able to run this faster than me. Why can't you freaking swing and run at the same time, you freaking asshole cave guy? Don't you fall off the edge. I need your meat. Don't you... Stop it. You fucking dickhead. Don't think that's not going to stop me from coming down the mountain after you. I start what I finish, and you have my spear. I think you lost my spear, you dickhead. Sorry if I'm typing too much and jumping from different topics. I can say it's because I'm insecure or nothing you said. No, that's cool. Trust me, dude, I ain't got much of a self-esteem either, so... I was honestly surprised I was even able to live stream or make videos in the first place. But surprisingly enough, it's not too difficult. For all I know, most of you people aren't even real. Hell, I don't even know if real people are real, honestly. Life puzzles me. Okay, so we got meat to cook. That's good. Let's see if we can make some walls. Need wood. Alright, let's see if we can get enough to make 2 walls. Yeah, I think therefore I am. Well, I always like debated on the concept of what's real life and what's not based off of the AI argument. You know, it's like, even if you consider the existence of God, aren't we technically AI to him? He built us in his image. So are we not real to him? And in that understanding, if we create artificial intelligence, who are we to say that it's not life simply because we created it? What are we working on? Yeah, exactly. You know, and it's like, even if they even says, even if we are a computer program, they could have just easily have programmed us to believe the programmers are God. People who don't believe in God could easily be a glitch in the system. Or that the program's starting to get out of control and starting to think for itself upon preconceived notions. But like I said, that's all, it's all a guy in a documentary I was watching put it very simply. You know, people say, you know, we can just be, our existence can just be the dream of amoeba on somebody's fingernail or whatever. You know, that our existence might not even be just somebody else's bad dream. But even if it does, we still got to go to work, we still need to eat, we still need to leap, we still need to drink. Even if we aren't real, it doesn't matter because we still have to go through the efforts of being real. Should be able to build another one now. Alright. Sweet. Yeah, space turtle would be cool. I like space whales better. Normal life whales kind of creep me out. You think they look all nice and pretty and they're all covered in all kinds of nasty shit. They're not really that fucking enchanting of a creature. So let's wall off my bed. Place. Now no dinosaurs can pick me out of my bed because I'm at perfect eating height right now. Yeah, look at that, we're safe. Yeah, I could have definitely moved that in. It sucks. I wish I would have... How wide is that wall? Oh, jeez. Yeah. I thought the walls would be a little bit thicker being stone. We definitely had way more space. I want to see how this fucking ramp thing works. We need to build a platform before we can build a ramp, though. I don't think I have a platform. I don't know how to get the foundations to go up high and go on stilts. I haven't seen blackfish. Small crop pot. Wooden shield, wooden cage. Wooden railing. I could make my railing. Definitely want to do that. Wonder if I could just make a catwalk. Like, does there have to be a foundation under a catwalk to work? I don't know how that would work. It would be cool to kind of put a catwalk around the edge of the second story, though, if I'm going to make a tower. That would be cute. So I can go out and maybe lure dinosaurs into my home so I can shoot at them with tranq arrows. That might be a good way to tame a Therizino, now that I think about it. The problem is when he starts to run the fuck away, I gotta chase after him with arrows. And that's where the whole thing falls apart, really. You can chase and shoot arrows at a fleeing Therizino for long, but not too long. Oh. Yeah, I definitely didn't see that. I used to love going to SeaWorld, too, as a kid. I'm pro-zoo. I don't think zoos are nasty, but what they did to the whales, it was kind of nasty. But zoos, I don't know. I'm an animal lover, and at the Pittsburgh Zoo, they have spacious enclosures. I mean, like, the lions and tigers got this huge fucking area to be in. The elephants and everything get to come out for fucking walks. The monkey house is the only thing that's just freaking nasty because they're just shitting all over the place in there with themselves. Reptiles and the fish all got luxurious tanks. I mean, we got a really nice zoo. Unless somebody is specifically treating them poorly because they're just freaking jerks, I can't see too wrong. Like old school zoos like you see in the movies from the 30s and 40s when they're just like pacing around in fucking metal bar cages. Yeah, that was fucking wrong. But there's a lot of nice zoos out there. I'm sure there are still nasty ones, though. The circus, I can go either way on. I've read that the animals have nice places to go whenever the circus isn't on tour. And once again, unless there was just somebody who was specifically really cruel to them, that things weren't all that bad, other than traveling and the actual shows. But I can care less about what happened to the circus. The circus has always been one of those things that never entertained me. I don't find acrobatics interesting. Though I do respect their skill. You chased me all the way over here. I'm not even looking at you. You can't spit in my eyes when I'm not looking at you. That is not fair. That defies logic. You son of a bitch. Really got to learn the button that lets you release the arrow. I do love the spikes over the Dilophosaurs in here, though. That gives them a pretty cool fucking look. Alright. What do I need? I need food. Got water, got food, need walls. I It's like I kind of want to make a dinosaur pen so I can keep my dinosaurs from getting killed. I want a dinosaur. I mean, for fuck's sakes, I want a dinosaur and not have it get fucking killed. I don't know how fucking obnoxious that is. Honestly, not eating animals is more unnatural than eating animals is. I do understand some of the scientific arguments that, one, we haven't evolved to the point where we eat meat properly. You know, predators have a certain type of intestines. They're more straight and elongated, which gives them faster digestive time. You know, our meat rots in our stomach because we have the digestive system of a more plant eater, which is also one of the reasons why we're not naturally supposed to do the grains and seeds things, and why they're a slow burning energy source and obviously create fat on people who aren't burning that energy. But animals are stupid. You know, they're not these majestic, nice creatures that everyone say they are. You know, they spread disease, they eat and destroy the weak, they're lazy. They're not what people think they are. That they get this magical idea in their head. Oh, it's, yeah, for the masses. But those, I don't know, like I said, I believe, like, from hunting, I believe that everyone should, like I said, Hunter says, everyone should have to kill, gut, skin, treat, and cook their own meat, just to kind of appreciate what goes into that and what it feels like to kill an animal, because everyone always makes fun of hunters, and hunters are such bad people, but I haven't met a hunter yet that hasn't felt bad for taking an animal's life for his enjoyment or for his food. You know, and it's most of the technology designed for hunting and rules in place are for humane kills, and also helps keep the animals' numbers, disease down, and everything else that comes from overpopulation in species like deer. You know, it's like animals like cows and chickens, they're not intelligent enough to maintain their own society too well. They kind of need a shepherd. And one of the unfortunate things of being smarter or more responsible or more adult than a kid is sometimes you got to do nasty things to do the right thing for everybody. So I kind of don't look at it as that bad of a thing. I mean, I'm not saying I can go up to a cow in a slaughterhouse and just put him out of his fucking misery, but if I was starving to death, I'd like to think that I definitely could. Oh, yeah. Bears are nasty. I don't agree with the hunting of bears, though. Bear meat, I'm told, isn't anything fucking special. People just bear hunt, it seems, for fucking trophies. But to be fair, every now and then one of them gets killed, so life balances itself out. No, I like deer. I like turkey. I like the bow hunt, too. I consider it gives the animals more of a chance to just shoot it with a scope, with a rifle. You know, with a bow, you actually have to be good at sneaking and getting up to things. And, you know, be skilled with the bow. Which, obviously, I've never really got much of anything, so I'm not very skilled. But I do like going out and trying. So, like I said, I love game meat. Freaking, what they do to cows before the FDA approves it pretty much destroys any flavor that it has. And when you eat wild meat, wild venison, elk, I mean, it's absolutely amazing. At least in my opinion. I think most game meat is absolutely amazing. You eat it and you're like, so this is what food with flavor tastes like. I never knew. And that's basically what started me as a hunter. No, like I said, I'm not a trophy hunter. I couldn't shoot a buck. Like, if I deer hunt, I doe hunt. Buck meat ain't that great. If I'm hunting for meat because, well, I'm kind of weird and I enjoy the thought of using my wits and my intelligence, you know, and my physical body all at the same time to kind of, like, outsmart something that, like me, is perfectly designed to evade me. You know, it's nice to know. It feels good to know that you can take care of yourself or something. Like I said, I've never actually successfully got a deer. But, you know, it's nice to know that, you know, you have the knowledge and that you can do something. It's empowering. Just like being able to fix things, like if you're a mechanic, which I'm not, or you know how to make a house and do the better part of the things. It's nice to know that you have control over something. Did I not turn the gamma down yet today? No, gamma's down. The glare's just shit. But yeah, I have no need to have a deer head on my fucking wall. You know, it doesn't do anything for me. Yeah, bears, well, that's the thing about animals. Everyone thinks they do all this stuff, but animals are lazy. They believe in survival, what I call metabolic mathematics. You don't put no effort in anything. Like, people are like, oh, you have pet snakes when I had snakes. And they're like, that's cruel. I'm like, do you know how a snake works? I'm like, it doesn't go out on the hunt. I'm like, it sits there and it waits for its prey to come to it. I mean, it's perfectly designed to not move. Like, every time you hunt, like when you watch survival shows or read survival books, they always tell you to go for foraging, bugs, roots, tubers, long before you go hunting. Because the amount of energy you spend to do that action, if it's not rewarded, you just lost. You lost hard. You lost moisture, you lost calories, you lost food in your stomach, you lost the energy that you gained. And if you don't replenish that with your kill, then, you know, you really screwed yourself. And animals are like that. You know, a bear's not going to risk injury, waste the food that's in his belly, his body fat, to go hunt down some prey. He's going to get what's easy for him. He's going to take other people's prey. He's going to go get the fish that are swimming upstream right into his path. You know, it's like animals are like when you're a trapper, when you learn how to trap animals. Animals are predictable because they will always freaking if there's a log to cross water, they will use it. You know, they're just like us. If they can avoid getting wet and not have to, you know, trudge through the water, they will take the log. And if you set a trap on that log, sooner or later, you're going to get something as long as you set the trap well. You know, it's, again, just like the T-Rex. Everyone thought the T-Rex was this big, proud hunter, and it turns out he's just a big fucking bully. He steals everyone else's kills, or at least, you know, like I said, you never really know, but it makes more sense that way. I will say animals are more efficient than us. I mean, when you eat your own poo because your digestive system sucks a couple of times over till you get all the nutrient. Yeah, it's like, you know, it's like, and I had big tanks. A lot of people keep their snakes in big tanks. I went and got a special tank that was, fuck, we need water. I went and got a special tank for my Burmese python before I got rid of him because I knew that I couldn't properly take care of him anymore. I got rid of him, you know, and I didn't just get rid of him. I sent him off to a retirement home because they wanted something special other than a fish tank, and they didn't want to have to do the upkeep for like 200 gallon fish tank. So they turned the 200-gallon fish tank into a terrarium instead. So he got this huge freaking enclosure to sit in. You know, he's living hot off the hog. But I had like a pet shop quality tank. It was 6 feet long by 3 feet wide by 3 feet high, and he was only 7 feet. So I mean, he was able to. There was 100 different paths he could have ran around. He had $80 of bark in there at all time to burrow in. He had trees, plants. I would sneak the rats in on one corner, and he would get to hunt the rat and get a little bit of exercise, kind of do what he was meant to do. But he just like, when you go to the pet shop, they're like, oh, these exotic reptiles, they're easy. They only need to eat, you know, snakes, they only need to eat once a month. They, you know, they never go to the bathroom because they only eat once a month. They legitimately, like, go to the bathroom, like, once a freaking month. All you need to give it water and make sure its temperature is correct. You know, mice are $1 a piece. You know, but they don't think about the other shit, that to keep clean bark in it's a $20, $30 until you get a big tank and you need an $80, $60 bag. They don't tell you that the light bulbs constantly break and you need the day and nighttime bulbs that are $15, $20 a piece. That the freaking heating pads will get short out your house and cost $40, $50 a piece. And that for a 6-foot long tank you need about 8 of them. The power it costs on electricity, that once a snake gets big it starts eating rats that are $5, $6 a piece, and he starts eating 3 or 4 rats at a fucking time. They don't tell you all that. They're like, yeah, here, take this thing that gets up to 20 feet long. It's only $100. It's one of the cheapest animals you can pick up in a pet store that's not freaking bait. Is a fucking Burmese python, and they naturally get mean. #1 killer of pet snakes and humans in this country is the Burmese python. The pet shop world is freaking crooked. You know, like I said, I'll defend a good amount of zoos, but other than like the main chain pet shops, like you go to those mom and pop pet shops that are like not like as regulated, those places are nasty. I bought my snake sick just because I felt bad for him because he was sick. And I actually went and took him and paid $200. He wanted $100 for him. I told him I'd give him 40 for him because he's going to die anyways. And he let me take him for $40, even though he was mean as shit and was biting at everyone where I get him out of the tanks. Spent $200 to get him shots. I had to give a freaking Burmese python shots, which is a difficult thing to freaking do. Especially when they've got skin and you can't tell veins. You just got to stab him and push it into him. He's like, I'm a vet, but you just stab it into him and push. There's no training involved here, and he's not going to like it. I got him all nursed back to health and everything, and he ended up being a little bit more calm, but the second there was food or he smelt food, you just couldn't go anywhere near him. And you couldn't go near him for a while until the scent was gone out of the house. But he's in a retirement home now, living with old folks. Hopefully he hasn't eaten any of them. Hopefully. Not that I'd lose much sleep over that, but, we need some light in here. Yeah, you can't find the veins on a snake. It just don't show up. Clear up some of this inventory. I want to go find a dinosaur, but every time I find a dinosaur, I get all my hopes all up, and I love my new dinosaur, and he gets killed, and then I get sad. And it makes me angry. Okay. So let's ditch some of this fiber. I really hope there's a large use for fiber later on in the game. Because I have an awful fucking lot. Toss some metal in there, another 100 flint. Combine this thatch. I don't know why that didn't do that automatically. Get rid of this charcoal. One of my viewers assured me that charcoal would become necessary, and no one steered me wrong yet with their advice, so I'm going to go ahead and continue to listen to take their advice. We need a torch. Where can I put my torch? Did I unlock any other options for lighting inside the house, or is torch all I have? I'd like something a little bit better. So there's the standing torch. I can build a raft. I never noticed that. Need to build this thing. 30 stone and cement paste. Oh, I think I learned the recipe for cement paste. There's my dinosaur gateway and gate. Yeah, I know. I'm doing better than I have been on the previous streams, that's for sure. Every time I set up a stream, I go and die, and it's like, alright, time to watch me do the basics all over again. I need to learn how to make metal ingots so I can make the metal pick and the metal hatchet. And I think I need ingots. I need ingots to make this blacksmith table. The refining forge. I think I used a refining forge to make the ingots. It's not too bad. I should buy that, but I need some light. Wall torch. That's exactly what we want. Can only be crafted at Smithy. You gotta be freaking kidding me. Yeah. Parachute. The hell do I need a parachute for? Alright, so it looks like we're just building a basic torch to light up the inside of our home then. So where do I find that? Crafting. It's the mortar, stone, furniture, bed, woods, thatch. Is it under wood? Standing torch. Alright. We need like 2 of them. Jeez, it got dark. How do I keep on doing that? Tab. Gamma 3. I live in PA, Pennsylvania. Right under New York. If you're not from the east side and familiar where all the states are. That's creepy. That's like the freaking Predator. It's like it's fucking watching me. The eye of fucking Sauron over there. Oh, don't. Please don't start glitching on me now. Starting to look like home. That's a new noise. I bet it's just a monkey. Yeah, I do have more meat in here. Excellent. Way ahead of myself. Let's go get a drink. Speaking of which. There we go. Anthony Cumia. Is he another streamer? What does he play? Jeez, look at that. I drink water, and all that health just goes down. Why? But there was no, you know, it's like, all there is salt water. Now I'm getting cold. I know we're going to need some more wood to burn in these fire sticks. So glad that nothing's bothered us for a while. Making for uninteresting shit, but I've been able to get some good work done on this one. Well, I don't wish to alienate myself politically. He does a show on his site. Well, I really don't care about politics, so it doesn't really matter. You won't alienate me. I don't care one way or the other. It's a nice thing about being poor. It doesn't really matter what happens. Just politics, so crime report shows. Oh. Yeah. Need to be able to build something here. What do I got too much of in my inventory? I need to get rid of something here. And I just emptied out my freaking inventory, too. Why is my weight so heavy? What is in here that's so freaking heavy? Stones, maybe all these freaking berries. We'll eat some of these berries. Munch down on 100 tinto berries. 100 taint berries. That didn't help much. Fuck. I don't want to drop my items. This is what we'll do. We'll just sit here and get enough stone to build a section that'll lower our weight. Oh, yeah. Honestly, what can I say? I'm not, I don't hate Trump. I don't, like I said, it's hard to put into words. I'm not necessarily a super Trump supporter, but I'm not a Trump hater either. I like some of the things he does, and sometimes I don't like the way he necessarily handles himself. But honestly, I would rather have him than Hillary in charge, so I don't like people who talk about taking away guns and censorship. I'm not into that kind of thing. I don't consider myself a Republican by any means, but I usually end up agreeing with their philosophies more than I do with liberals. And every time I see a Republican win and I see those liberals going out and acting like total assholes, I'm kind of like, do I really consider myself one of them? I just hate the whole, I'm an atheist. I'm not into religion. That's my only problem with keeping me from being a Republican. I just don't vote in general. I'm one of those people who don't vote. Just because, like I said, I'm poor. It doesn't matter who's in office, because I'll still be poor. Whether they raise the taxes 10% or lower them, it still won't be enough. So, you know, it just don't matter to me. Politics, religion, society, people. These are all things that I can more or less do without. So let's place some of these torches. Where can I put this thing where it's not going to be in the fucking way? Guess I can just put it in front of this thing. So there'll always be a light in the window for me. Then we can just get wall torches eventually. How much wood we got here? 65. We're just going to load that bitch up. Oh, aren't we getting cozy in here? You know what I'm missing? I want a chair. Let's get gangster with this shit. How much do I need for a chair? Need 30 pieces of wood. We're doing that. We're getting a chair. That's how you know when you're more than just surviving, when you got a chair. You're just not sitting on a log. Oh, I don't care. I really don't. The whole subscriber thing is kind of a moot point to me. I'm more of a money grubber. I want views. You know, I got 200 subscribers, but I'm lucky if 3 or 4 people watch a vid, so subscribers really don't mean much to me. Like I said, I am doing this channel for fun, yes, but I'm also doing it with the intention of doing it eventually professionally. I like to make constant references for that because so anyone doesn't come back later and like, oh, you're a freaking sellout. You expect to make money for doing this? Like, yeah, I put time and effort into something that I enjoy, and yes, I would like to get paid for that. I don't think that makes me a sellout or a bad person. I think that makes me human, wanting to do something I enjoy for a living. I've always believed in the quote from the Grapes of Wrath from John Steinbeck. A man who pushes his own plow pushes it a lot harder than another man's plow. And I take that philosophy when it comes to most things in life. Even though it's hard to do something on your own as far as starting a business, I'd much rather do it. Yeah. You would? Well, that'd be great. Like I said, I ain't forcing or asking it of anybody. It feels weird about donations. But it's like with Twitch, on Twitch, which I'm also streaming on, it's like kind of how you make money on Twitch, is through donations to support and like people subscribing to you and stuff like that. But it's like YouTube, got like over 300 videos now, which I completely forgot to ever mention that I finally got to the 300 marker on videos. Like, oh, probably close to 20,000 views now. Like, hundreds of thousands of hours of watch time. And I've made, like, I'm almost at $15 on ad revenue money after all that work I put into it. And like I said, it's not a lot of work. I'm doing, the second easiest form of video creating on YouTube, you know. I'm plagiarizing video game content and I'm putting my face and my personality over it and calling it something different and expecting to get paid. You know, I don't consider it anything other than what it is. It is plagiarism in the fullest sense. Copying something and changing it just a little bit to make your own. I don't care what you call it or whether it's legal or we're allowed to do it or not. It's still fucking plagiarism. Like I said, I know people who watch, but I also noticed when somebody watches a channel, you're usually not watching them for what they're playing. You may start and find that person because he's playing or doing something you want to interest, but you eventually start to like them as a person and you start watching whatever they're playing because you like that person. So in essence too, you are kind of selling yourself as a product. Well, like I said, any little bit helps, man. I definitely appreciate it, but like I said, I don't ask for it. I don't even advertise for it. I advertise for it on my Twitch channel. Because like I said, that's the key way of doing things there. So of course I advertise there. It's on my top tier of panels. But on here, it's just the link in my description. that honestly, I'm the only person who's never done it once, so I hope it works. I know it went, his $5 went straight to my PayPal, which is still in there, because I do kind of need to saving up for a new graphics card. Hopefully I can get a new graphics card in my PC and not have to buy a whole new PC, because the new graphics card might not fit in there, and that's what I worry about. I would like to be able to I bought a gamer PC. I didn't make my own, obviously, because like I said, I just started being a PC gamer 3 years ago, and I was so poor, I didn't even own my own computer until I was 25 or 26. I mean, we're not super poor, but, you know, working and not having a well-to-do family, you know, it's like I didn't get $1,000 Christmas presents. You know, I got video game consoles and stuff like that, but, you know, dropping $1,000 on a computer was a little bit out of the question. And, you know, I've always understood that. But when I finally got a job and got myself to where I was making enough money and saved up enough money to get a computer, I was literally like 26, and it was a laptop. A laptop's almost like a console computer. You don't have to do much for it. And when I got my this gaming PC, I wish I would have known a little bit more about PCs when I got it. I would have made a little bit different choice, because this is a gamer PC, so it's all dorky and dark looking. It glows red on the faceplate and does all this unnecessary crap, but it tapers in the middle, and I hope that a new graphics card of a different model or newer make will actually fit in there. So I may have to buy a whole new freaking computer, which will suck, because, you know, a gaming computer is $2,000 or more, unless you build it yourself, which I'd be terrified to spend all kinds of money and freaking build your own computer. I know people who can do it and are offered to do it, but once again, like, it's just the way I was raised. I feel bad having somebody do something effort and something they're good at and not giving them money for it. You know, I told them, I was like, I'll give you a couple $100 if you build one. I'll give you a couple $100 plus the parts. I'm still saving like $1,000 on the computer. He's like, no, man, it's cool. I enjoy doing it. I'm like, well, if you enjoy doing something and you like doing it, you should get something for it. But I should learn how to do it for myself. Being a PC gamer and wanting to be a professional PC streamer and game player, I should learn how to build a freaking computer. I should learn how to play games on the keyboard more instead of using a controller, because a mouse is just so much better. I'm playing this with the keyboard, by the way. I have an Xbox controller, Xbox One controller that I can play with. Like driving games and flying games, it's so hard to do it with the mouse. And I just hate using the keyboard for walking functions. But I'm trying to get better at it. It's, like I said, it was one of those things I always told myself, because I couldn't afford it, that it wasn't necessary. I always went down to my local library, which, since I live in a country club town, I obviously live in a well-to-do town. I live with my grandmother. Whenever my grandmother moved in here, she had, you know, a good post office job, so she was able to afford to come live in the town she worked at. Oh, you piece of shit. Oh, I got him just as he spit in my face. That's fucking great. That was fucking cool. Too bad you ain't shooting fucking arrows out your throat, buddy. Otherwise, we would have both bit the bullet there. It's just like, it's just one of those things where it's like when you need something, but you're not willing to put up that money to get the top of the line thing. Not saying that mine was top of the line, but, you know, it's like when you get a computer and you get impatient and you just buy that $500-600 thing, and it doesn't do half of what you want, and a year later it doesn't even do the things that you got it for originally because they've so upgraded, you feel like an ass. But when you actually save the money, or what I did, I borrowed from my retirement fund. I borrowed $2,000 from my retirement fund and took the penalty because I wanted one so bad to play the Forest, and just paid it back out of my paycheck for 2 years. That was the only way that I was able to afford a $2,000 rig. And 3 years later, it needs new parts. I assume if I get a graphics card, it's going to take more power, and that means it'll overheat faster, so that means I need to get an upgraded power supply. And then, you know, how much will that cost? How much will it cost for somebody to put that in there? Will it fit in there for the same problem? You know, it's just, it's a complicated affair, PCs, but it's so much more customizable. Like playing games, it could be so much more geared towards you. When there's a problem, you can look up stuff online and you can fix the fucking problem by just watching videos. You know, when your console game don't work, that's it. Send a report to so-and-so and hope they have the time to get back to you or fix the freaking game. Just wait for them to do their own thing. But when you got a problem on PC, there's a way around it. You know, when that shit fucked up and nobody can play Friday the 13th, somebody came up with the idea, if you made a new Steam account, friended that Steam account, or not, if you made a new Steam account on your computer and enabled family sharing so that that new account can play your games, then Friday the 13th worked on that new account. If that was console, the game just don't play. There was nothing more you could have done there. You just had, just like everyone who had the problems on console, they would have just had to wait for the update to come out. You know, it's just it's so much better in so many ways, but in other times, like when it comes to having to buy new equipment, it sucks. Yeah, I don't like the behavior of the high subscribers. And yeah, it's usually more than 40. And it's 6:30 to 3. I'm an early bird. I always have been. I started working when I was 13 on my grandfather's fruit stand. We would get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, drive up to the major city to where all the produce companies picked up their produce from to take to, like, grocery markets and stuff. Bought it cheap, went to the place, set up canopies, set up tables, put the fruit in tills, sold the fruit, packed it all down and left at the end of the day for 40 bucks a day. I worked 7 days a week all summer, going to like the flea markets and Trader Jack's. I don't know if you haven't, I know you know what a flea market is, but they're kind of weird here. They're like kind of like open air markets and indoors. There's like a pretty big one in Ohio. We'd go there and sell stuff on the weekends, all the leftovers, go to the auctions. And 40 bucks a day when you're 13 years old, that's a freaking, I wanted a video game, I went out and I bought it. You know, I wanted a new CD, I went out and I bought it. You know, it was great. Taught me the value of work. And then we stopped doing that. And then I started working at restaurants when I was like 16 and a half, 17. My first restaurant job I walked out on because I put the chef's pans back on the pot. And I came back up and he said I knocked his drink all over the place, which I goddamn know. Gave you an economic libido. Nice. Let's see if it pops up. It should pop up. If I still got the thing turned on. At least I should hear it. Maybe it takes a while to register. I've only ever had one person donate. But it is set up to make a noise and make Godzilla donate or dance. Kind of, because it's weird when you set up stuff from Streamlabs. You can either have it set up to do the little Godzilla dance for what was I saying? Oh, about the work. What was I saying? Yeah, the dude said you know, I was a liar and I knocked this thing off and I wasn't taking responsibility. I don't like being called a liar. As you said, I'm an honest man. I take my honest man thing seriously. I don't lie. I never even lied to the cops when I was, you know, got caught drinking underage. I always told them the truth, and I usually got away with it because I treated them with respect and I told the fucking truth instead of acting like a dick-ass kid. Something to be said for not being an asshole and treating people with respect. Something working taught me early on in life in the work environment. But then I went to another restaurant. Then I got tired of that. I got out of school. I did drywall for like 2 or 3 years. That was the most money I ever made at $15 an hour. The drywall can be a fucking pain in the ass. Oh, okay. I thought that's what you meant by the Lido. I didn't understand the comments. No, it's cool, man. Yeah, I was waiting for Godzilla to dance. Because the thing is, like I said, on the thing you can set up subscriber notifications, donation notifications, something about super chat notifications when you turn on your Streamlab accounts and you sign up to YouTube. But like I said, I'm streaming on YouTube and I'm currently streaming on Twitch at the same time. Now, if you set it up on Twitch, you set it up to people follow you on Twitch. That's the main thing that they do. and you can set it up to alert for followers. And then there's when you subscribe to somebody on Twitch, you're paying them monthly to be a subscriber, and like you're supposed to like give them bonuses and stuff like that for doing it. I really don't understand it yet. I think you have to get a certain amount of followers before you can do something or set up things, but you can't set up the notifications to come up on your game during the stream for both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. And I'm hoping that they're eventually fixing that so that I can, so everyone can see when somebody subscribes or follows and stuff like that. Just, make things look a little bit more professional. So what is that? 3 more, 4 more, 5 more. 5 more pieces, for Christ's sakes. Not to mention a second level. I don't know, I'm debating whether to just put a roof on this thing. I just feel like this is a dead-end place to build, as safe as it's been. And this is just going to be temporary until I get my foot in the game and can start exploring, because there is multiple islands on this map after all. Yeah, that's King Kong, the original King Kong versus Godzilla, after he, I believe, kicked Godzilla or King Kong's ass for the first time, and he's clapping his claws together, and it's making that cool noise. Love Godzilla. Have every single Godzilla movie, every Gamera movie, every solo standalone, old school like Rodan, Mothra, Varan, Gappa Gappa, the Triphibian monsters. I love all that shit. Like I said, I got over 600-700 classic monster and sci-fi films from the 1915s to now. I love classic horror and sci-fi to death. Obviously, since I bought that many movies. One of the things that YouTube kind of burns me on, because every Halloween, around the end of September, when it started getting cold and that started getting dark a little bit earlier, I'd start this monster movie marathon that would literally last to freaking February because of all the movies I have. But now it's like I just don't watch movies. Never get around to watching anime. It's just stream, make videos, edit content, watch my friends' videos, watch other people's streams. It's hard finding a balance, especially when you throw in work. Thank God, I still, like I said, I live at home and help out with the grandma and everything because she's getting on. And that, it's like I don't have that as expensive as living costs because, I'm obviously teaming up with her. Mutually beneficial. I did move out for like 5 years with my buddies, but that was, we came to the agreement that if we didn't move away from one another, we weren't going to be buddies for much longer, and we did the actual, intelligent, reasonable thing to do, and just, all went our separate ways, but, managed to keep being friends. Worked in a 4-star country hotel in my township. Not my idea of a desired occupation, but hey, I never should have noticed working any jobs. 4-star hotel, same thing as a country club, only we got a golf course and a tennis courts and, well, yeah, a 4-star hotel would definitely have a fucking swimming pool. Probably got a better fucking swimming pool than we do. Because we're like 123 years old or 128 years old. So the better pit of the place is pretty freaking run down and not as nice as you would think as a country club. But, I mean, like I said, I rag about it a lot. I hate it. I don't like it. I hate the hours. It's like being a doctor. If they need me, there's, it's like I have to be there. It's more or less understood. You won't get fired. But you certainly won't be winning yourself any favors by turning down when they need you to stay for an extra 5-6 hours on top of your 8 hours. I mean, I pulled a 12-hour shift yesterday. 10-hour shift the day before. It was the annual spring men's invitational golf outing. Which is funny. I don't know where you're from or if you follow sports. I don't. I'm not a sports fan, but the Pittsburgh Steelers, where I'm from, is the main sports teams. I know a lot of people know the Pittsburgh Steelers, so you might know them. But the most, controversial favorite player, Big Ben, he's a member up there, and he just won that golf tournament. But everyone's laughing. They're like, if he played golf as good, he maybe would have won the Super Bowl if he was playing his football game as good as his golf. Everyone's like, Big Ben's here, Big Ben's here. I'm like, I don't like sports. Like, if you told me the dude who made Ginja Gaiden was fucking staying here, I was like, no, we're talking. Yeah, we get a lot of business meetings there. It's a connections place. You become a member, you bring your business contacts, up there, you wine and dine them, you let them play around the golf, treat them good, and let them drink some, $200 fucking scotch. These guys, they know how to work it. Oh, shit. Oh, hopefully I can get enough wood out of this. Otherwise, we'll be walking. that enough? Perfect. So what else do I need? How many enough? Stone. Just need a little bit more wood and we can make another wall. Sweet. Make another wall, we'll head back, and then maybe we'll go find a dinosaur or something a little bit more familiar with the sports. I wouldn't mind playing golf. We were allowed to play golf on Mondays. I used to love miniature golf. I know we're talking two different things here, obviously, but I used to love miniature golf. Then all the places around me shut down. They got run down. People don't go to them. I'm from that shitty island whose ass your country kicked some couple hundred years ago, and I'm from those. Oh, you're English. I didn't even know. I didn't see you using much slang. Normally I can tell when I'm talking to somebody UK. I got tons of UK friends on here. Some of my best YouTuber friends. If that's the island you're talking about. I can't think of too many other islands who we, what other islands are we talking about? I'm trying to think, did we kick any other islands' ass? You're not from Japan. I didn't drop a bomb on you, did I? Oh, nor am I. So you are English then. Yeah, I'm not a patriot. Though we obviously didn't conquer as much as you did. Which I still can't believe that we fought off people who almost had the fucking world conquered at that point. Can't help but feel like we were let to win sometimes, because it's like, it makes no freaking sense. I just guess we wanted it more. We weren't willing to do the losses or the money. I kind of want a window there at the end of the walkway. I like the idea of that. Oh, I love American TV. I don't know how old you are. You watch Married with Children? Married with Children is my fucking favorite show ever. I got the whole fucking collection. Al Bundy's my fucking hero. Like Al Bundy, Clint Eastwood. Love that old school. Not an asshole fucking male. Still debating. I think I'm just going to roof this fucker off. Or maybe I should just make it so I can walk up onto my roof and shoot up from the top. What do I need? Oh, I need food again. Sitting here talking my ass off and starving. 22? Yeah, I'm 32. So let's see. Married with Children was canceled in 1997. Oh, Archie Bunker. Oh, yeah. I love classic TV. I absolutely love classic TV. I love Lucy, Dick Van Dyke, The Jeffersons. I love classic. Like I said, I'm a classical kind of guy, considering I can be pretty raunchy and offensive sometimes. How many of these can we make? Just one? Let's see how this stone railing works. I'm intrigued. Hopefully it's not freaking huge. Oh, no, that's perfectly reasonable. Look at that. That's nice. I just wish I didn't get stuck into making a square hut so I could have made something a little bit neater looking. Look at that. I got railings. England is a fat country. Well, what does my buddy call it? A ponce. Isn't that what they call Nancy boys and stuff? You call them a ponce. I love that fucking word. I love most of the English slang. There's a couple things like calling the car hood a bonnet. That's kind of freaking weird. I never really liked that one too much. But I grew up I love Hammer horror films like Peter Cushing, Christopher Lee from the Hammer Horror Company. I got every single one of them, like all 50 of their films. Poofter. Yeah, what do you call them over there? Tarts. A tart. Bent. That's a good one. I like that. What am I doing? Arrow. Arrow. Ammo. We're getting a decent supply now. We got 10 arrows. Part of me isn't such a crafting thing, but we're going to need to start getting some more meat soon. We only got like 15 pieces of meat. We don't need you on anymore, sir. I forgot to position the other one. What area of England you're in? I got friends from Manchester. Mosh Monster. She's fucking great. I love her. She's a fucking raunchy, angry girl. Keeps on going on Facebook. When it was the Queen's birthday, she's like, "Happy birthday, you goat-legged cunt." Oh, I lost it. I was like, Mosh, I'm like, you're fucking great. I just don't want to put it in the middle of the floor. Put it like right here. Do you have any wood to put in there? Always putting wooden things on this stream. People are going to turn me in for being indecent. I'm only 6. I got Diginix. She's a gamer, and now she's doing like a weight loss vlog. She got married in, what, Sherwood Forest or whatever. I think where she lives. She lives in Newcastle. She got like a castle in her hometown and shit. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't understand how your guys' system works with Parliament, but still having the Queen. You know, it sounds like it's almost a goddamn democracy, but you still got the freaking Queen and the royal family and just relatives getting put in charge. I don't understand all that shit. It's too calm. I barely understand my politics with you. We all vote in our states, and then the Electoral College can change our votes, and it's just... I don't understand politics. At whatever point in human history that decided that we were going to be so selfish and care so much about only our own affairs that we would rather have a leader take care of us, imposed of us as working as a group of intelligent, reasonable beings. I don't know whenever we decided that, but it was one of the worst freaking decisions we ever make. Because the only people who want to be leaders are the type of people who shouldn't be leaders. They should force normal people to do it, still pay them good money, and get them out of there in like 6 months to a year. Yeah, exactly. I mean, and it's like, and you guys say you don't even get to have a king. It'd be cooler if you got to have a king. I'm not like being anti-feminist that a queen's not as efficient a ruler as a male could be, because I don't believe that, you know. It's, but you know, at least it'd be neat to have a king too. Me, I'm a nihilist, man. Nihilism. I believe in nothing. Chaos. I follow like Eastern philosophy. Like, if you carry a bowl of water that's filled to the brim and you hold it rigid, rock steady, and try to walk with it, the water spills all over the place. You're trying to control chaos. It's nature, society, the universe. It's mathematical chaos. It's beyond our knowledge to be able to understand the chaos, to see the order. We haven't been alive enough to see the patterns. It's, to us, it's chaos. And the only way you can work with chaos is going with it. If you hold that bowl of water loose, you don't spill as much water, because the water is taking its weight with your hands and it's going with the water. But when you try to hold on to something, you can't do it. We try to put too much order to things, and it fails because there's too many variables in human life to be able to set a standard. You know, so we say democracy is great, majority rules. Well, there's a lot left behind whenever we start thinking about the people who aren't the fucking majority, who aren't getting what they want out of life. I mean, it's a reasonable system, but I still think at one point we have to come up with something just a little bit more better. I'm not saying I have the fucking answers. That's why I don't question leaderships and talk about politics and stuff too much, because I really don't follow it. I don't understand it. So, you know, my opinion is kind of moot. You know, it'd be like me talking about, quality of women's fucking tampons, you know. I don't need to use them, so I really ain't got no fucking, Yeah, like I said, I just don't see the point. Like I said, I don't vote. It's just, even when there was good options as presidents, what does it the English say? I can't be arsed. You know, I don't give a shit. I want to go home and play video games and ignore my shit. Until we get a government or society so bad that motherfuckers are kicking in my door and taking my shit, and, you know, it's like, then maybe, but, you know, like I said, I'm poor. It doesn't matter. I look at all the people in the countries we as America bash, and going on YouTube, I learn even more about their cultures. And they still have TV. They have video games. They go to work. It sucks. They're not making enough. They're just barely getting by, just like us. They have the same things as us. I mean, I'm not saying that there ain't third world countries out there that are in shit-ass condition, but for the most part, the better part of the world is just like us. But, you know, over here we make it seem like everyone's fucking living in the fucking dark ages and shit, when it's not fucking true. So we can be assholes over here, too. Like I said, I don't buy into it. Just believe in doing my own damn thing. Is that enough yet? Nope, still not enough. Hopefully this will give me enough stones. I want to know what's up with this little castle thing. There's nothing in here. I think it was in here at nighttime. Maybe we'll go in and take a second look. I just think it's a castle remnant. I wish I would have known it was up here when I started building. I would have built around it. That would have been cool. Just, I'm not ready to go into the woods, man, until I got, like, a raptor of decent quality and, like, 2 flank raptors to go in there and to handle shit. I can't start exploring yet, man. I'm terrified of going in those woods. First game, it's not, like, scary, like, horror scary, but it's, like, you're not in control of things in this game. That's like I said, this fucking game is savage. I'd like to maybe put... Oh, I know. Yeah, I could definitely agree with that. I get tired of that crap. Russia's done that for fucking years, and I'm not bad-mouthing Russia. I got a lot of respect for Russia. I know they've done lots of bad things in the past, but, you know, I look at it this way. America's been around for 300 years, and that's showing now on how fast we grew and how little we were able to adapt to it. But, you know, countries like China and Russia, everyone hates on them. Those people have been around for fucking thousands of fucking years. There's a reason why they run things the way they do, because they remember what happens when you give people too much freedom. The country turns to fucking shit, and that's where we're at right now. I'm not saying we should be fucking communists or socialisms or fucking Russias, but certain things have to be a little bit freaking smarter. You know, people need to be a little bit more reasonable about what they expect out of life and what they expect the government and the people to do for them. You gotta go back to doing for yourself again. Personal responsibility. Like the episode of Boondocks talking about R. Kelly. Yeah, she was a 14-year-old girl that peed on, but when I see piss coming, I move out of the way. She saw piss coming. She stayed. I was like, I'm not going to feel too bad for her. Geez, we're almost ready to level up, but not quite there yet. Level up finally starting to take a little bit while now that I'm up to 30. China's, like I said, they're turning into a powerhouse, man. So I said I love Eastern philosophy, entertainment, all the stuff like that, but if they ever quit hating each other and started to learn to come together into some type of coalition, they would be a force to fucking be reckoned with. They're all the other world's largest armies. Combine them all, they'd surpass even us. They might not have the funding we do and the technology we do, but it is in the end a numbers game. Oh, I'm so undebated. You know what? Fucking over encumbered again. I gotta clear out my inventory when we get up there. What can I drop? Give me something I can drop. Eat some of these fucking useless berries that just seem to give me the shits. I mean, I'd think if I ate 100 berries, I'd be throwing up. It would not be barely doing anything to my health. We'll leave the Mejo berries, or Mejo berries, whatever the freak they're called. So what do we got here? What do I got too much of? It's the metal. Metal's only costing me 4 pounds. I mean, most of this stuff doesn't weigh a lot. Why is my weight so shit? What am I carrying? I can get rid of these stem berries. I don't ever eat them. Yeah, that Richard Gere shit was fucking weird. Now, that's animal cruelty there. That's... I could debate sometimes. But sticking a gerbil up your ass, that's uncalled for behavior. I really can't account for that. Alright, so the woods where all our shit's coming from. I always try to look at things from two different angles myself, such as what we were talking about earlier with gun control. Now, like, I can see the aspect in the argument against gun control, because as a society, if we lived in a society, we shouldn't really need guns. We don't need to hunt. It's unnecessary with the food shit that we were talking about earlier. Like, you know, guns aren't really necessary for society for how much trouble that they do actually cause. But, I hate to quote a video game, but the original Splinter Cell put it best in its little opening cutscene when it talked about all the different amendments, you know, the right to speak freely, the right to be happy, all that stuff, and then the Fifth Amendment, the right to protect those other amendments. You know, that makes a lot of sense. You know, it's like our country gives us the option to once again rebel and to make our own life of things. You know, unfortunately, that usually means a weapon in order to achieve that, but life is what it is. No one ever said life was a happy, dappy kind of operation. Starting to not like these steps. Tired of tripping over them. I've got wooden shutters and all up here. I'm hoping the shutters like actually do something feasible for survival. Like when I put a fire in here, it actually helps me keep warm because the heat ain't escaping, and it just isn't a fucking cosmetic. Which I am doing stuff for cosmetics, obviously, but still, for the survival aspect, that'd be neat if that was a thing. Tame a Eutrionus. I haven't even seen a Eutrionus yet. I have not encountered one yet in my travels, and I'm not about to go exploring because I'm a noob and I will die and lose all my stuff. Where the fuck did I just put that? Why did I put that there, for fuck's sakes? Yeah, Rod Stewart's a fucking creepy motherfucker. And, not a big fan. There's some other weird ones out there like Mick Jagger and David Bowie, but you know, I kind of tame a Carno. I've been trying. I got Therazino. I got a level 6 Therazino that's been fucking patrolling my ass, but I just don't have enough arrows to trank him out. If I can get him to come up here while I'm inside and I can attack him from outside, I might be able to do it. But then he starts to run away. I tried chasing him down once that happened, shooting trank arrows at him because I had like 30. And eventually he stopped running and turned around and decided to kill me. So I don't think I'm ready to do that. And until I run into another low-level raptor that I can actually handle. Like I said, I have no dinos. P-Duty was just killed. I do need to go kill something, though. I'm down to 17 meat. I'd like to get another Triceratops. Every time I tame something, man, it just gets killed. He's nice for a pack animal, but every time I got a dinosaur kicking, something comes along and kills his ass. If I leave him at the house, something kills him. If I bring him with me, something kills him. But it's been a while since I had a friend, so let's see what we can find. I do got 10 trank arrows, and I can at least bowl a parasaur. I'd love to get that Stegosaurus, but he's like level fucking 2. He ain't gonna fucking last. Turtle, I don't think I can handle the turtle. I think he's useless as an attack dino anyways. I mean, I know he can do some damage. Pachycephalosaurs, I could have swore these fuckers were bigger in real life. They look pretty fucking useless. There's a parasaur. There's fucking Dilophosaur, too. You, good sir, are a douche. Did I even miss him? How do I don't have a spear? Build a cage to capture them. What, you mean the Carnos? I never thought of that. I've seen people do it, but it just didn't actually occur to me to do so. Get out of my face, whatever the hell you are. Oh, what do I want to work on here? I think we're going to go with food, because I'm getting tired of having to fucking eat constantly. Did the dinos level up on their own? Are you still a level 2, or do you actually level up on your own and start to get a little bit better? You're still a level 2. What are you? You're a level 18. Honestly, I just need to kill the Parasaur. I need his meat, I need his hide. We can maybe try taking out that Stego. He's a level 2. We might be able to handle that, as long as I don't run into any Carnos while I'm chasing him around. Well, I do need his meat before I need any Parasaur friends. Did I leave any wood in here? I always forget to turn off fires. Do I have even wood on me? Yeah, that's perfect. Perfect. Alright, let's go take a look into this Stego option. Need some more stones for when I run out of arrows. I don't think 10 arrows is going to be enough for him. 9 arrows. There are giant lizards in the caves. I'm afraid to go into the caves without anything to assist me in killing. I've seen people down in the caves, man. You just get swarmed with shit. I got this cave on, like, right behind me. If I go down the shore, there's a cave opening. Like, I desperately want to peek my head in there because I'd like to find more. I'd like to find more metal and crystal because I haven't found any other than like the occasional metal you get from rocks. And yes, I love Star Troopers. The movies are kind of goofy, but the novel is fantastic. Like the first movie was good. The second and the third ones are kind of like, you know, I like them because I love the series and I, you know, tolerate them anyways. I'm not going to sit here and say they're 5-star films, though. Didn't much like the CG animated one. And what else is there? I had the comic books for Dark Horse. Those were really good. There wasn't a lot of them, though. Apparently a lot of people didn't like them either. I was gonna say, you better not fucking run into the water like a bitch. Wish I would have turned the gamma up before I did this. Ow. Gotta get inside my house so I can turn the gamma up, so I can see what the fuck I'm doing. There we go. Oh, that's perfect. Stay right there. Stay right there. Ooh, got him. You're definitely a bitch. You're gonna die easy, aren't you? What's the music still going on about? There better not still be something out here. Packy seems fine. Cool, is it Toho? What do you mean, is it Toho? I mean, I know what Toho is, obviously. I'm a Godzilla fan, but I missed whatever comment I said that got that. Access inventory. I should have a shit ton of Mayho berries for you. I'll put the Narco berries in there for when you start needing them. Alright, we're going to have a Stegosaur. Got a Stegosaurus. He's going to get killed. unequip my expensively made arrows. Get us another bola whipped up. Need to just start disassembling this, but I'm mostly using the wood structures. Oh, you're that packy. Well, let's see, 1.8%. Going to take a while, I take it. Taming effectiveness, 99%. Well, that's good at least. At least I can effectively tame him. Might as well go over and check our meat. Yeah, looks like we are about to starve. This is inventory. I suppose we better start collecting more narco berries. Well, I got a fucking faulty cigarette. It won't light all the way. Sorry, I was referring to the Evans comment meaning the chemical Toho approved. Yeah, the anime, it is Toho approved. Yeah, I do have the Stego schematic. I didn't unlock it yet, though. But yeah, it is Toho. It's an anime. The plot line, Vidmaster, is basically the Kaiju, or whatever. They've taken over the Earth, and we've abandoned the planet, and are out in space now. But a team of people are starting to branch off and want to go back down to Earth and reclaim it. So they build like these giant mech suits to go down and fight the monsters. Like I've seen a listing, I forget what most of them are, of what the monsters, like I know the Smog monster is going to be in there, Hedorah. Obviously, like I said, you always hear different pronunciations for Godzilla names. But there's going to be a lot of fucking monsters in it, and I believe it's going to be sweet. I have very high hopes for it. Just as much as I have high hopes for Godzilla King of the Monsters, the American version. But I want to see their reimagining of Mothra, King Ghidorah, and Rodan. Rodan is one of my favorites. Like, my 4 favorite Godzilla monsters, or like Godzilla's 3 buddies. They were all enemies at first. He fought Anguirus in the second film. Then Anguirus being one of his staunch allies. Fucking Rodan and Mothra. I mean, those are like his boys, man. When those 3 are to fucking together, watch the fuck out. Jet Jaguar. Jet Jaguar is something. I can't say I'm a super big fan of Jet Jaguar. I'm not a... I love Megalon, and I love the Megalon, and fucking... I love the battle between the two, but it's just... and it sucks because, like, Frankenstein conquers the world, or Frankenstein versus Baragon, regardless of what title you see it by. What was I doing? It was actually cool because it was basically a human actor being a human. Like, the fight scene was amazing when he's, like, doing pile drivers on Baragon and stuff into the ground, like straight wrestling moves. That was, like, one of the best fight scenes. Godzilla 1998. Don't get me started. Cool build-up. The film had a good build-up. With them tracking Godzilla and seeing the prints and, you know, slowly starting to figure out what's going on. But it was just, like, it was just too summer movie. You know, and like the 2014 Godzilla, I liked it, but I hate Bryan Cranston. I think he made a mockery of the film with his classic, you know, acting crazy and over the top. You know, everything's fucking crazy. I know you're hiding something from me, blah, blah. I'm just not into his style of acting. And I loved him as the dad in Malcolm in the Middle. He was great in that. And I actually have one of his first films done by my favorite cult director, Roger Corman. It's, I believe, it's Dead Space. And it's not based off the video game. But, I mean, that was an excellent fucking flick. That's right, I can just hit the E button. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's keep you good and knocked out, buddy. But I just didn't like him in the movie. I didn't care about the actors. I felt nothing for them or their plight. Godzilla's cutscenes were too short. I feel like they very annoyingly saved the Godzilla fight for the very end, and when it was fucking badass. When he fucking rips open that Muto's mouth and just unlaunches down his throat with some thermonuclear radiation. I mean, that was fucking amazing. That, and they fucked up Godzilla's feet. His feet were too stubby. Looked like elephant trunk feet. Didn't like his feet. Other than that, he looked badass. I loved his shortened snout. He just had a mean, nasty look to him. I loved that the people accepted him eventually and didn't fight against him. Like, there was very little retaliation of Godzilla. And I love the fact that he's almost becoming... I thought they were going to make him more of a bad guy in the American series. The fact that they're making him a hero again, I love that. You know, the fact that, you know, he purposely avoided that battleship carrier when he goes underneath. You know, he didn't have to fucking do that, but he did, because Godzilla's a cool guy. Yeah, I'm a feet guy. That fucking bothered me, man. It fucking bothered me. When I saw that trailer with him stomping down outside that, like, subway or airport, I'm like, what did they do with his fucking feet? I'm like, he's fucking huge. He needs feet to balance with. I'm like, this makes no sense. You know, like I said, I like Jurassic World. I didn't like the fact that they had to genetically engineer a monster. There's bigger things than a T-Rex out there that are still of the theropod genus. You know, they didn't have to make something up. I know they already did the Spinosaur, and it's kind of hard to compete with a fucking Spinosaurus. But there's a lot of fucking dinosaurs out there. You don't need to make them up. I'm not a CG guy either. I really don't care for CG unless it's all CG. You know, it's like I love anime and stuff like that and animation, but I like old-fashioned animatronics. John Carpenter's the fucking thing. I go back and I watch that and I'm like, these special effects are still good today. Or a good one from the UK, Dog Soldiers, with this, the special effects with the guy on stilts playing the werewolves. Those are some of the nastiest, most fucking convincing werewolves, and one of the greatest werewolf films, because they're usually sucky. Yeah, I like practical special effects. See, the problem is like I'm a Star Wars fan, like most nerds. I'm obviously a... What's up, Dino King? I'm obviously, like most nerds, I'm a Star Wars fan. But being a fan of classic sci-fi and horror, stop-motion, claymation, animation, Star Wars killed... it killed the way, like, it's raised such a bar on special effects that anything less than it was instantly considered garbage. And that kind of pissed me off, because it, like... killed stop motion animation. Like, the last great stop motion animation film was 1981 with Clash of the Titans, and boy, did they do a terrible job of remaking that, didn't they? That was crap. Dude, what are you doing? I'm a noob. I don't know really what I'm doing, so you're gonna have to either bear with me or what was I talking about? And two, I'm just kind of bullshitting, so I'm not really kind of paying attention to too much. I'm just stocking up on shit, building a stone hut up on the hill down here. Dying consistently. Getting all my dinosaurs killed. Oh yeah, Stan Winston was fucking good. His special effects. He was the fucking master. Any movie that had any great. What are you taming? Shitty Stegosaurus. A level 2 Stegosaurus. I can't seem to... I had a fucking... biggest thing I had was a level 28 Triceratops. And a level 6 Therizino came and killed him in no time whatsoever. Well, actually, the special effects were Ray Harryhausen's claymation special effects for Clash of the Titans. Unless you're talking about the new one. He did the effects for that. But that was a Ray Harryhausen film. The guy who did Beast from 20,000 Fathoms, Jason and the Argonauts, the 3 Sinbad films. Don't call they shit. Oh, I got Godzilla Final Wars. I have every Godzilla film. They're all, unfortunately you can't see them with that camera angle. But they're all on my mantle. I'm pretty sure I have 60 Japanese Tokatsu films, if I'm pronouncing that right. Yeah, I have every Ray Harryhausen film. It Came from Beneath the Sea, 20 Million Miles to Earth. It came from beneath. I already said it came from beneath the sea, didn't I? Three Worlds of Gulliver, Earth versus Flying Saucers. Oh, I fucking love dinosaurs. That's why I said I love the older dinosaur movies. Valley of Gwangi, Land That Time Forgot, People That Time Forgot, When Dinosaurs Ruled the Earth. Later, Gavin. Thanks for stopping by, man. It was good talking to you. I'll give you the rest of these berries. You're still good on your Mejo berries. You're pretty cut up for me just hitting you with fucking arrows in your face. See, look, I swear every time I start doing something, a Therizino shows up. He's probably that level fucking 6. What is my favorite dinosaur in the game, or dinosaur in general? Because my favorite is actually the Stegosaurus. He is, to me, the cool... Well, actually, the Kentrosaurus. I don't know if the game has a Kentrosaurus, or if you know what a Kentrosaurus is, but he's basically a Stegosaur where his spines end about 2/3 of the way, and it just goes to spikes for the rest of the way down. That is such a nasty-looking dinosaur. If we're going to go with Carnos, a Baryonyx. I love the way the Baryonyx looks. It's like a fucking cross between a T-Rex and a fucking alligator. And I know they're in the game because one killed me while I stuck up the inventory screen and left the room during a live stream to do a phone call. I came back and it was like, you were killed by Baryonyx. So I didn't even get to kill him. Or get to see him. Obviously, probably wasn't going to kill him. He was a high level. Yeah, I'm a huge dinosaur lover. I got boxes of dinosaur books, and my dinosaur toys are the only thing I've kept from my toys from growing up. Yeah, I know, I need more narcotics. There was actually a good dinosaur film in the 80s. Oh, well, it's most people find it arguable whether or not it's good. But, Planet of the Dinosaurs. That was a cool fucking movie. It was kind of cheesy, but it had great stop-motion animation effects. And, it had a lot of dinosaurs in it. I mean, it had a T-Rex, it had Allosaurus, Ornitholestes, I believe is the name. A giant spider. Use a pickaxe. Need more time. What for? You can't use the pickaxe for narcotics. Unless you're talking about the stone. If I use the pickaxe, it gives me more flint. I want stone. At least that's what the menu screen says. It says the pickaxe gives you more flint and the axe gives you more stone. I've seen somebody using a scythe for plants, but I haven't got the scythe yet. I don't even think I have it on my on the engrams yet. I got tons of points to spend. I just haven't been spending them because I keep on waiting to... Nice, I never heard that. Never heard that quote. How you doing? Yeah, we'll give you some more berries. Alright, excess inventory. 21, we'll have you eat half of them. Well, more than half, I guess. How's your berry inventory? I didn't even look. 13. Well, you can just have the rest of the berries. Wish I could have your friend. Watch, he's going to be a... Yeah, he's a better level. I probably could have took him down. But of course, he doesn't show up until I have already put a time and effort into the other one. I'll let him go for a minute while I go back and put this stone wall up on my house. Yeah, I love the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World. There's just a few things I don't like about them. And read the books if you haven't. The books are way better. I mean, there's not a Jurassic World book or a Jurassic Park 3 book, but Jurassic Park and Lost World are... Honestly, like, I was a kid when I came out in 1993, so it's like I was really young. I was one of the first, like, real legitimate long-length novels that I had read at that point in my life. And it's just like, it kept me going the whole entire fucking time. Except for when I was young, I skipped past Ian Malcolm talking about the chaos mathematics. Now the subject fascinates me. It's like finding patterns in math and chaos, like we were talking about earlier. It's a really neat kind of thing, but it's... Oh, I should have got water before I came up here. Yeah, I'm at my base now. Chat lag. This is my third house. They keep on knocking it down, so I finally got the stone structures unlocked. And they seem to not be able to knock it down so well. I'm debating on how I'm going to go. I built myself into a hole, so I can't expand in any other direction. So I got this door here, and I'm debating on whether I want to put... I don't know how the catwalks work. I haven't used them yet. Maybe I'll put a ring around here and put another level with a top where I can shoot from the top, or I might just cap this off with a roof, because like I said, I've built myself into a dead end. At least for as far as my knowledge of crafting buildings in the game goes. Because like the foundations, it won't let me connect anymore on any side. And this doesn't work like the forest, where I set up a foundation and I can raise how high it is so that everything works with it. So I don't know if there's a stilted foundation or if there's stilts so that I can kind of build more on non-flat areas. That's right, I needed water. Yeah, like I said, I just started this last Monday. I don't even think I have 30 hours into the game. I actually took this week off because I love it so much that I want to get a better foot in the door and a better understanding of the game. And since I'm streaming, obviously, I want to get a little bit of a nicer setup and be able to start doing something cool other than having people watch me grind while I bullshit the whole time. And I'm just kind of trying to, like, for the next month or two... What the fuck is that? That fucking bird. I hate those freaking birds. They are such assholes. But, like, I'm thinking, like, once the game actually comes out, then maybe I'll try to, like, get some subscribers or people together and start doing a PvE server, or, you know, maybe if I'm a little bit more confident. No, that's not fresh water. That's one of the survival aspects of this game that I find freaking ridiculous. You can drink the salt water. I'm not a big... I think that was kind of... I mean, don't get me wrong, it would have been a pain in the ass if I have to filter all my salt water or do like a solar still. Now, I can catch rainwater. I just haven't got around to making cement paste to make the kind of water trough. That's another thing. Does the irrigation piping, Dino King, can I run the irrigation piping upstream, up the hill to my base from here? Will the water go uphill? I don't even mess with those birds, man. They steal all my shit. They dive bomb me. They fucking camp at my house. I'll kill dodos and tame dodos all freaking day, man. But I don't mess with that Ichthyornis. That thing's a fucking dick. Some of the little things in this game that with the animals that annoy me more than the big ones, like the Therizino. He's always killing all my dinosaurs and giving me a hard time. But for the most part, if you don't mess with him, he don't mess with you. You know. For the most part, we get along just fine. I'm like an iguanodon, but I figure he's... I just gotta get myself... You're gonna be unconscious for a while. Let's see here. Wrong button. Toss them over. Back again, Gabe Master, huh? Poor little level 1 dodo. Should have stayed at home, buddy. yeah. Video game logic memes and stuff on social media are fucking hilarious. They fucking crack me up. You know what? Fuck this. We're dropping that. I don't even care. I know we'll find use for it at one point, but... Yeah, I know, they take so fucking long, man, just to turn around and see him get killed. Like, every day I'll play. And I'll finally get myself back up to good from dying. I'll get all my shit going. I'll get some stuff done on my house. I'll get me a couple dinos tamed. And then just like today, I'll start the game. I'll get ready to stream. Then a Therizino will come along and kill your level 30 Triceratops. And you're like, oh, like I was so looking forward and proud to show everyone that I freaking actually took the time to take down the fucking level 20-something Triceratops. And now he's dead. Like, he's dead and he's not coming back. We can come back. We can come back while our body's still laying around somewhere. But no, the dinosaurs don't get to come back. Just like my last video title. Do all dinosaurs go to heaven? Apparently in ARK, they do not. There is no afterlife for these guys. They get one run. That's it. Alright, we'll wait for that last piece of meat to cook. Oh, fuck. I don't know if it's still raining out or not. Luckily, I waited to go home, for me to go home to start raining today, and let me actually get away with walking my dog before it started raining. I love iguanodons, too. These are such sweet-looking dinosaurs. I wish they would have made them a little bit more green. It's a female. I don't know what the male. Maybe the male's more colorful. Ah, those freaking birds creep me the fuck out. Yeah, I fucking love dinosaurs. Too bad they can't make them. It's probably for the best that they can't make dinosaurs, but I'd still risk my life to see one. I guess the coelacanth is still kicking around. What is my poison? Johnny Walker Black. I like the Scotch whiskey. Nice and smooth. Used to do like Crown Royal, Knob Creek, stuff like that, but it's just... There's too much something else in it that the Scotch whiskey doesn't have. The hangover's 10 times worse. But I always loved it. I love dinosaurs, I love bugs, and I love reptiles. I've always had scorpions and giant Asian praying mantises. I was wondering what the hell was stomping behind me. I just like got that cringe moment when you know something is fucking behind you. Like I remember the first time I walked through the woods on the other side and I looked up and there's a T-Rex staring at me. I'm like, well, this isn't going to end well. And it didn't. T-Rex is a zero fucks given kind of critter. Let's see, crafting. Disney movie dinosaur. What, the iguanodon? Yeah, I think I didn't watch that one, but I'm pretty sure there was an iguanodon because I remember seeing the things. Remember We're Back? That was another dinosaur one from Disney. I think that was like one of the first like CG Pixar films too. We're Back. I'd like to get them. I just hate putting all this effort into dinosaurs, man, and just having them turn around and get killed. It's obnoxious. I think I wanted another window wall. But trust me, I'd love to have an iguanodon. Which reminds me. Alright, let's go back and party on Yeah, I started drinking a lot more lately. I don't know why. It's just... I should probably not do it. I already smoke enough cigarettes to start drinking too. But it's just, I don't know, it just works just... It just gets me so pent up. I need something to, like, a little extra something to get me into games or movies. Not that I just can't sit there and do it without it, but it's just that little extra something to, like, make you want to play for that extra hour. Because otherwise it's just like, I come home and I just want to freaking go to sleep. Like, if I try to watch a movie, I just pass out. Games, they keep my mind engaged, so I'm able to stay up and not fall the freak asleep. What I was like, oh yeah, Stegosaurus saddle, that's what I wanted to look for. Oh, really? That's pretty badass. They don't run out of fucking stamina. I know I got a Stegosaurus saddle. I don't even know how about getting an Ichthyosaur. There's a Pachy saddle. Suppose I would need some type of underwater gear to be able to go under there. Yeah, smoking was one of those things that you go back and you question and you're like, why did I start this unnecessary, ungratifying occupation and habit? But I do enjoy doing it. Like a Stego saddle. There we go. What do we need? 200 hides. Oof. We gotta get killing. I don't even think we got 120. I was surprised I had that many. We need a big kill. I know Ebola's not gonna work on him. We need a parasaur or something. I swear, this guy has a freaking bladder problem with the water. Did I not turn the gamma down for day? Why don't... tab. That's why I hit caps lock. That's why I didn't do it. Give him a 1.5. There we go. Kill Delos. Yeah, they're good for hide. I like these little backwoods cigars. I don't know if they went stale yet, though. I wonder if these backwoods went stale. I think that one did because I already started smoking it. Just tobacco like. I think I got pretty stale. I don't know if those are good. I've had them for weeks. I never stopped finishing them. I never really had like a good expensive cigar. I know this asshole over here will give me some decent stuff. He's gonna fucking run like an asshole though. It's the only thing I hate about dealing with these assholes. Jesus, you're a fucking powerhouse. Taking some punishment, buddy. I have no problem dealing it out. Oh, what, I lost my spears? Alright, so I need more hide, so we'll go with our axe. Yeah. Yeah, I love this character in that. Hold on to your butts. Good old young Sam Jackson, man. He looked, well, he was already balding then, because that was like, what, that was like Die Hard 3 era. Wait, was it? That was Sam Jackson in Die Hard 3, right? Parasaurs are my favorite for killing for large amounts of stuff, because you could just bowl their ass. Yeah, I had a raptor, but, I had a raptor, and, well, I had a Triceratops, I had a raptor, and I had a Phiomia, right? And, I sent my trike to kill off of something, to go kill something, trying to level up. And he ran into the woods and never came back, and I couldn't find him. So this level 1 raptor wanders into my fucking camp. And I just club his ass to death down to unconscious before he has a chance to get me. I better check on the Stegosaurus. And I actually get him. I get him up to like level 5 or 6. Well, I start embarking into the woods, being a little bit brave, trying to find that Triceratops, whistling. Finally find her on this little canyon on the other side of this thing. And she's running towards me. She finally hears my whistle. She's running to come find me. Fucking Troodons. Level 100, the one guy told me. And yeah, that's right, his name was Zeus. He's like, Zeus? Like freaking thunder and lightning from the sky? Zeus? But, what's up, Gavin? Yeah, we're still here. I don't know, I might have to stop the stream for a half hour to go walk my dog and maybe get back to it. I don't know if it's raining yet or not, though. I'm gonna have to go downstairs and look out the window. It's funny because I always thought about it because I see Twitch people just like putting up a be back right and like disappear for like a half hour. Well, no, you want the berries. We're gonna give you the berries. I don't have any more narcotics. Shit, we gotta focus on that. We don't want to lose this thing. God, why can't I just hit the stuff with the freaking grass? Axe would chop this down just as efficiently. Oh, someone's playing Friday the 13th. Really got to get back and do some more Friday the 13th streaming. I haven't been. Got to get back to level grinding on that. I know. That's why I said I almost don't even like to tame on videos. And everyone comes on and they're like, oh, I want to see you tame something. I want to see you tame something. I want to see you, you know, I want to see your dinosaurs. And I'm like, it just takes so long. He gets killed quicker than it takes me to tame the son of a bitches. And they always get killed when I got an inventory pack, so then I'm like running back and forth trying to salvage my freaking inventory. But yeah, when you take out your inventory and you freaking have an empty raptor, man, he flies. That was so much fun. Like, the first thing you get is that Fiomia saddle. I'm like, who the hell wants to rent that? I didn't look in the Monster Hunter yet. I seen that. I seen it on the E3 shit, and I seen a thing on Facebook, but I was at work, and I just kind of like, I'll look into this later. What was the other one? Anthem? So my buddy was telling me about Anthem. That looks kind of cool. You know what? We're just going to give them all to you. You need it. This is Silent Summon makes John McClane where he's... I hate everyone. Yeah. Yeah, well, I first watched it on, like, TV, like USA or TNT or something like that. I'm going to go back and put this window up. He should be good for a second. I want to get this shit out of my inventory. Oh, fuck. Eyes are getting dry. I'm going to have to take out my contacts at one point. I was so happy to get home and start my vacation. I'm like, I just want to start streaming. Like, I want to start playing. I want to get into the island. It's where I belong. I don't believe it belong at fucking work. God damn it, water. Really got to start using my water skin. I got one. I just never think to take it out of the thing and use it. Because I'm stupid. Freaking glare. It's my only real problem with this game. It's the glare and the absolute freaking darkness. It's not unrealistic, the glare. The sun glare in a biome such as this is fucking ridiculous. But it's not all blinding. You know, you can at least squint and see somewhat, not just totally encompassing white blur. But, like I said, that being said, the game is still freaking amazing. I wish I'd been playing it all this time. Getting used to the new stuff as they add it. Yeah, I try to stay out of the water, Gavin. A couple Sarcos got me. The giant piranha got me. I tried to go down because I was trying to kill myself to respawn in a different area. I tried to get a Megalodon to kill me, but I drowned before I was able to get down to his level. And he didn't seem to notice me. Did I literally put no windows on the top floor? Oh yeah, I got one. It's just a freaking... I got the hatch on. I was going to say that looks crappy. Yeah, and I wanted to put the window wall down here. Alright. Now we just have to do another tier of fucking walls. I'm moving right along. See, I love that. We need some more railing action going on. We need another window shutter. I don't want to forget about the stego, though. Thank you. Like I said, I wish I could have made it more interesting with different sized rooms and a non-square room. I always feel like an asshole making a square room. I mean, I'm kind of going for, like, practical survival shit right now, though. What happened to my shutter? Oh, for some odd reason it got stuck on a hotkey. Place my... Another railing. Did I build the wrong thing? I built the wrong thing, didn't I? I built a fence. Ugh. Hey, thanks for stopping by, dude. It's been cool chatting with you, man. He said stop by whenever you can, man. It's been a blast. What is this thing? It's a fence foundation? What the fuck do you need a fence foundation for? Why can't I just have the fucking fence? Wooden fence foundation. And what did I want? Wooden railing. That's what I wanted. For fuck's sakes. I don't know what the hell to do with a fence foundation. I mean, I wouldn't mind building a little fence out here to have a garden or something, but... Alright, enough. Oh, no! I didn't want to do that. I wanted you to go away. You know what? We're just demolishing you. You wasted my time. To build a wall? Oh, you mean like a spike wall or something? Like, I don't know if you played the forest, but... Like one of those. So let's just go down to fuck with our dino before we forget about him and lose this half hour it's taken to freaking gain his friendship. Gain his friendship, and then I'll go downstairs, see if it's still raining, and then maybe I'll end the stream to walk the dog. Whether I come play, I might go back and play some Friday the 13th or something instead of ARK. I don't know. I get good results from ARK. I get a good bit of subs and stuff like that. I get a lot of cool people come in. Nobody comes in and gives me shit for being a noob. Everyone comes in and helps. It's real cool. But at the same time, you know, being a streamer, it's like, as much as I want to stream and play ARK all day, I don't want to be just streaming ARK, because I don't want to turn off any of the other subscribers I got from playing other stuff. But it's just like I can't stop playing ARK. I just had cookies for dessert. I didn't, what did I have? I had a Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich for dinner. I actually have, and that reminds me. Now you just made me hungry, man, thinking about that shit. Wait a minute, what the hell? Has he got nothing in his inventory? Is that what I just saw? You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. How do you have nothing in your inventory? And you're still not fucking tame. Dropping the ball. Dropping the ball, mindlessbile. Talking about shit and playing with your little... Oh, is that fucking bird? He's gonna steal all my berries while I collect them. Like, what inspires that bird to just be like, oh, I'm just gonna fuck with this dude down here? Like, I've had encounters with birds. Like, we got cranes or herons where I live. They come at a certain type of the year, and I don't know if any of you know what those are, but they're like large, stork-like birds. Big bills, make big nests high up in the tree. Mostly don't mess with nobody. You can't play ARK? What's your, why can't you play ARK? But while I'm waiting for that answer, I'm fishing. I love fishing. I'm fishing down at my river. And, there's this thing messing around the tree. It's night fishing. I'm down there by myself. I'm a little bit concerned. You know, I'm thinking there's a freaking raccoon. Something's throwing shit at me. So I freaking do a spirit, Yusuke Urameshi spirit shotgun with some freaking river gravel up into the fucking trees, right? Scare off whatever this critter is. Showing, you know, it's like, you know, I'm not one with whom to fuck. I'm not afraid of no freaking tree dweller. I live on the ground. And, here he comes again. I heard his cry. Your food is what's attracting to them. Yeah, well, they're always stealing the berries. If I don't have nothing in me, then they start stealing you, like, your pickaxe and shit. But anyways, I shotgun this freaking pebbles into the thing, and then this, like, massive pterodactyl fucking life form bursts out of the fucking tree, makes this fucking squaw, and fucking flies off across the river. I'm like, what the fuck is that thing? I'm like, oh, it must be one of those herons or cranes. You know, they're big. They got big freaking eggs, you know, pretty decent-sized eggs. Like, he must have a nest up in the tree. It's spring, you know, breeding season. So I'm like, alright. I'm like, kind of felt bad that I threw pebbles up into it if he had possibly had a nest up there. So I'm watching this majestic, like, 5-foot wingspan bird go away from me down the river when it starts to slowly dawn on me that he is, in fact, turning around. And that he is heading back to shore. And he wasn't at a very high altitude either for flying back at the shore. Like, oh, I'm going back home. My eggs are here. No, he was coming in for me. I mean, he almost came at me. I had to throw another handful of rocks at him to make him get off my freaking nuts. I mean, I was scared. Bird that size crashes into you, that does some damage. Man, those birds are pretty freaking lightweight. I'm not thinking it's like he's going to shatter my ribcage or nothing. But I'm going to damn well know a bird hit me. I got to focus on this guy. I almost lost him. I'll definitely get my base. I'm still just undecided whether I want a third level and make like a tower, or whether I just want to cap it off with a wooden roof. I'm not going to waste my time making a stone roof since nothing's going to reach that high to destroy it. And two, I just think doing roof walls of the same resource style look like crap. Like this thing before it got trashed was a wooden hut with a thatch roof. I thought that looked cool. It actually looked like something a survivor would make. You know, you put your strong materials into your foundation. You don't put strong materials into a survival roof. It's going to take the most damage and need replaced the most. You don't make it out of hard-to-achieve materials. You're better off making it out of grass and sticks than you are of trying to make a wooden roof. And that's real talk right there. It's like, why would you make a stone fucking roof? It makes no freaking sense whatsoever. Well, that's what I'm thinking. Tower. Lead Carnos into tower. Because I watched the Therizino hit on my freaking base for like 30 minutes. Like, and he wasn't coming after me. He was just attacking the base. I unloaded 20 arrows into him and then like he still wasn't going down, and he still wasn't attacking me. So I start hitting him with the slingshot to try to knock him out. So it's like, all right, he gets like torpid or whatever, whatever the hell they freaking call it, and then he starts to run the fuck away. So I'm chasing him down, this level 6 Theranito, fucking hitting him in the ass with rocks as he goes. And eventually he hits like a stack of trees and decides to turn around and kills me. Like, if I could have got that level 6 Thorazino, I would have had it made. I could have had him fucking getting his meat for me, leveling up, killing things. Would have been able to take out other dinosaurs. He would have guarded the house well. It's like, I need a decent Carno. I need a decent Carno to sit around the house and watch the base. I need a decent pack mule. Like this Stego here, but he's just going to die anyways. I'll eventually want an outer wall. Like I said, like I said, this base is going to be a functional base. It's not going to be my, like, island map main base that I actually try to make really cool. This is me, like, learning the dynamics of the crafting. What snaps to what? How does this work? How do I need to think ahead when I build things so that I don't build myself into a hole and have to demolish something and, you know, have wasted my effort because you get, like, nothing back from demolishing shit. Do I have any meat in here still? Like I said, once the game actually comes out legitimate, then I think I might, like, start, you know, maybe making a private server, playing with subscribers and friends I meet from playing the game, or jumping onto somebody else's or something like that, trying to be a little bit more interesting and then just me surviving on my own. Though I feel like it's more of a challenge. Like, when I see people play in their group PvE servers, they just have so much resources. They go out in squads. They have tons of dinosaurs. You know, survival situations are usually on your own. I know I'm over encumbered, but I'm putting it in the fire. If the fire don't burn out before my overweighted ass gets there. We need more meat. We need to take out another something. Because my computer, I'm like playing this on medium difficulty settings, I would like to, almost want to get the finished copy for my PS4 Pro, but it's just, I don't know, it's hard to, it's annoying to stream console games is what I'm getting at. I gotta set up the Elgato, I gotta pull that through OBS, I gotta make sure sound levels between different things aren't weird. I can do it, and it seems like there's a little bit more of a stream quality, like it takes a little bit more power to stream from it. Well, just a couple months. What is it? August 8th it releases officially. At this point, you're almost better off waiting because fucking Pegomastics, whatever the fuck that thing is. They're like fucking thieves. Give me a parasaur. Now there's all kinds of stegosaurs. Stegosaurs just showed up. We need a parasaur. I need something with a good, decent amount of meat on it. We're almost going to be starving again playing around with this stego. I can't have it take up too much time. What the freak is this down here? Is that another stego? Yeah, now the place is rolling with things that are too tough for me to kill. Where are you? You're a dodo? We'll take some of your meat. Oh, the amount of knowledge you need for this game, Dino, is outrageous. And the game don't tell you things. You gotta figure it out all on your own, or, you know, ask people who play the game, or, you know, Google it, or look it up on Wikipedia. I mean, the game does not hold your freaking hand in the slightest. I'm gonna get you, Pegomaster. I'm gonna get you before you get me, buddy. You took all my cooked meat? You get back here. You gotta come back to shore sometimes, you little bastard. You took all my meat. I'm starving. You asshole. Ugh. Freaking Jerkosaurus Rex. And here's another one. What did he take? He took all my thatch. Fucking bastard. Oh, yeah, and of course the only dinosaur that can just... Ah! The fucking bow breaks. And what don't I have to make the bow, for Christ's sakes? Oh, he stole my thatch. That's why I can't make the bow. Oh, I got no food and broke my bow. Still not enough thatch, huh? What am I missing? What don't I have? I don't have time for this game. Primitive, ranged. Wood. Thought it was fiber. What are you? You will fight back, though. That's what I don't like about you. I need easy prey and quick. There we go. Got my bow back. Let's go check on Mr. Stegosaurus. I have nothing for him. I'm gonna not go back empty-handed. We're just gonna have to freaking survive off of berries until something walks along. Or I can get the Stegosaurus to kill something. Stuff. I want my snack. You got me thinking about cookies. I want my snack. Fucking Ichthyornis, I hate you. I'm glad your species is extinct. Most dinosaurs, I'd be like, oh, I'd love to see a Stegosaurus. You're almost tamed. I almost got your ass. So we better give you some more berries. I'm going to load you up with the rest of these berries just so you got something to munch on for the time being. Listen to music to help focus. My ass is getting sore from sitting in this seat for too fucking long. There. You got plenty of berries to feed you for a while now, man. I still got 5 meat left? Sweet. I didn't even know. I haven't even been looking at my... No! No! We gotta be quick about shit here. We got to do some inventory management when we get back to the house. Once we take Stego back here. Oh. We can just sit here and wait for him. Now here's my treat. Dino King. Let's see what... Let's take it out of the bag here. What this is here... I don't know if that's showing up on the thing. It's breaking in my hand. This here is a chocolate brownie with a chocolate chip cookie top. It's an amazing, amazing invention that someone decided to cook chocolate chip cookies and brownies together. Amazing. Tell me to seek warmth. I'll crawl inside that Stegosaurus's ass for warmth if I need to. Like Bear Grylls. Oh, it's good. I get it from the Giant Eagle Get-Go gas stations. They sell them there. It's the only place I've ever seen them. But having been a chef and a baker for parts of my life, I'd like to learn how to make my own. Because you know homemade is going to be so much better than something you get out of a store. But for a gas station snack... I mean, I think I make it in the Giant Eagle Bakery. So, you know, the Giant Eagle Bakery, it does make some pretty good stuff. Almost there. Almost got a Stegosaurus. I think I'm going to name them after me. Just because they're my favorite dinosaur, I think I'm going to name them after me. I like giving them people name, except for P-Duty. P-Duty I gave a goofy name, because the Phiomias are just goofy-looking son of a bitches. One of the few ones that I didn't recognize. I know my dinosaurs pretty well, but prehistoric mammals. Like, I know basically, like, oh, there's that giant sloth one, and there's that giant big antlered deer one, and I'm going to change our gamma here. Ragnarok is already out. Yeah, honestly, yeah, Ragnarok is already out. And if you guys want, like I said, I'm not going to stop you. As one of my friends, Green Eyed Monster, is, I believe they're currently streaming Ragnarok right now. I think they're hunting for a Giga or a Griffin. Probably a little bit more exciting than this. There we go. Oh, stupid cat lock. Yeah, but Green Eyed Monsters, she does a good fucking stream. She's goofy. This girl from Lithuania. She loves ARK. They've been playing for a long time. There's like 8 people in their PvE server. Hey, buddy. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Oh, it's coming for the consoles. Yeah, it's already out. Like I said, it's already out for the PC. They're already playing it. I ain't touching anything until I'm done with the island. Alright, let's load my buddy up here with some stuff. I no longer have any need for this structure. So let's load him up with stone and wood. Since his head seems to be stuck in the wall anyways. Wonder if I'm going to look in the settings next time. I'm going to try to remember to look in the settings. I'm getting tired of seeing that I own every single piece of a structure. It's rather obnoxious. What am I stuck in? Oh, it's hitting the wrong freaking button. Still gonna take some getting used to. Yeah, I got a PS4 Pro, but I don't got an Xbox One. I'll probably get whatever that new Xboxes are coming out with, just because streaming and doing a YouTube channel, you want to kind of have as close to as many platforms as you can, to be able to play, a variety of games and stuff like that. Sorry, buddy, kind of knocked that out from under you, didn't I? Love it. 80 freaking logs to build one of these things. What do I get back? Like 27? Ridiculous. I'm not encumbered enough yet. Let's see. Let's start loading you up. I don't think I had enough to make the thing yet, the saddle. Let's see. Can I make the saddle yet? Saddles. Stego saddle. Oh, we still need like 50 hide. It's going to be a 1-for-1. Yeah, the Xbox One S. Was that the Scorpio or whatever? No, there won't be no Stegosaurus ride in this video. That's for sure. And he probably won't survive the next video. No. No. Too much inventory and I'm not in reach. No, Steven, come just a little bit closer. Alright, Steven, access inventory. Alright. 100 wood. We'll toss you in there. We'll put you... Where did I drop that satchel of wood? We'll put you in there. 75. We're just going to stock up here, Stego, and we're going to go back home. Where's the option? There we go. Demolish. You know what? I better demolish that first. I'm like losing shit. That's it. That's my third home destroyed. Let's go get some rocks, buddy. Where you fall on? Aggression level, attacking target. Following Billy. Alright, good. Attacking target. Good job, buddy. Let's load you up with rocks. A lot of rocks. You should have plenty of berries. I shouldn't need to feed you for a while. Look, as soon as something shows up, then we got a fucking Therizino. Therizino will wipe poor fucking Steven's ass out. Let's roll, Steven. Oh fuck, let's try to avoid Therizino. I'm gonna capture one and I'm gonna give him a sissy name for all the problems he caused me. I'll call you Teddy or something. Sorry if anyone in the chat's name is Teddy. There's a lot of resources in here. Yeah. Is there a profanity filter on this game, do you know? Like No Man's Sky had a profanity filter on the stuff that you could name. Pissed a lot of people off. Because people like being profane. Oh. I know I swear often enough, so... The surprising thing that gets me is all the people actually give a shit that you swear. God damn it, there's the death of Steven. Why are you attacking an Iguanodon? Oh no, it's a Therizino. Bye, Steven. All that time just to be killed because of those fucking Therizinosaurs. I had all that stuff on him too. Oh, see, this is why I don't bother taming Dino King. Until I can get strong enough and have enough trank arrows to actually tame a high-level animal, it's pointless. I'm running like hell hoping that Therizino isn't chasing me. It doesn't appear to be chasing me. Poor Steven. You know what I think I'm going to do here for my structure? I think I'm going to end the stream here since I just lost Steven and I'm pissed. But I think... I got no food because I left it down there in the fire. Now I'm starving. Why does this game have to be so fucking cruel? Look at poor Steven's corpse. Steve's dead. A level 2 versus a level 6 predator. Steve's gone. Steve's meat and hide now. You tried to stream? What happened? I'm telling you, dude, I don't have a single dinosaur that don't die, man. It kills me inside. You put so much work into getting one. One of these days, though, I'm just going to keep on leveling up. I'm going to have better weapons. Sooner or later, this ain't going to be a problem. There's our meat to stop us from starving. There's our meat for cooking. Okay. Oh, yeah. I'd like to do more live chats on my channel, but it's the same thing. You know, nobody shows up, so it's... I end up just sitting there hanging out with a few people talking to myself. At least with game streaming, at least one person always shows up. So I think I'm just going to focus on my house. Once I get my house built, then we'll start messing with more, what am I missing? 22 out of 40 stone. Then I'll start messing with dinosaurs. Like I said, my first focus, I believe, is raptors. I need to pack a raptor so I can start exploring. And I need like a haul dinosaur to go with the world crew to bring back everything so that I'm not going out and filling up my inventory in like 10 seconds. Yeah, it's awkward just doing the stream when nobody freaking shows up. Extremely freaking awkward. Like when you're game streaming, it's weird because you kind of, like my one buddy told me, he's like, you want to keep talking whether anyone's watching or not. So if somebody jumps in, you know, you're actually doing something. You know, it's like they just don't walk out because you're just sitting there watching somebody silently play a game. So it's like, even if no one's watching, you know, you got to keep on freaking talking to catch those people who do jump in so they don't jump right back out. Need those 2 extra pieces of stone. You won't even let me pick up a rock when I'm holding the hammer. I hate that. There's 3 walls done. We only need 12 more. Yeah, but what I'm thinking I'm going to do 1 more level. It's not going to be like a floor for me sitting in. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I destroyed my building. But I'm going to make like a tower. And it's just going to be a ladder leading up on top of the roof. So I'll do this other level. I'll do a ceiling. I'll try to do something blocky to make it look like it's a castle tower. And then just put a ladder going up instead of another one of those obnoxious spiral staircases. I hope there's just normal steps in this game. But I believe we're going to sit here and bullshit for a couple minutes. We're going to cook this meat, head back, place these few last items, and then I believe I got to go walk my dog. Let me check my thing here. I will check the weather here. Maybe I'll throw up a link for you, Dino King. You can go over and check out Green-Eyed Monster's stream. Watch her play Ragnarok and mess around. Maybe they're still hunting the griffin. You can go give her a review. Tell her I sent you if you want. If not, you know. It says it's still fucking raining. I don't want to stand here and get killed, but I'm going to risk it and run downstairs and see if it's still raining. Give me a second. Alright, I haven't died. Yeah, you know me. If I'm up, I'll definitely watch your stream, Broken Legend. You know, I'll always stop in. Try to catch everyone's as long as I'm not, you know, currently in a stream. What happened to my volume? Did you guys lose volume? Well, yeah, a lot of people might not still know about El Dragon. I think I might have broke my other thing. Alright, I can't lean like this. It kills my back. Oh, you're 16, Dino? I'm 33. Just turned 33 the other day. Oh, poor Steven. I always get so upset when my dinosaurs are killed. Thanks, Dino King. Yeah, last Monday, I started playing ARK the day before my birthday. It was my birthday present. I'm pleased with my birthday present. It's a brutal and savage world, but it is a beautiful world. Alright. No. Get away from me. Jesus fucking Christ. Hear that fucking squeal. 3 more meats to go. And it has stopped raining, so we'll go walk the dog. Once we go back and finish up our stream here. It's already 9 o'clock. I'd like to think I'd come back and stream, but I don't know. I might play Friday the 13th. Might come back and stream more of this. Might not stream at all. See how I feel by the time I come back from work. Well, yeah, that's what I enjoy. Like I said, I'm actually, well, I'm not a survivalist, but I have a lot of survival equipment, and I like to, you know, try to go outdoors and practice and learn how to do it. I love the survival shows or survival books. So that's obviously originally what got me into survival games. But like I said, like we've been discussing, you know, dinosaur lover, so. And I love crafting and base building. So you throw in crafting, base building, dinosaurs, and wilderness survival all at the same time with dragons. Dragons that breathe lightning. You got me. You got my support. Oh, I know I will. I'm tenacious. In a game like this, I just get so obsessed with it, I'll just pour hours into this game. I guarantee I'll have hundreds of hours into this game before I'm done with it. What's up, Kant Gaming? Yeah, I don't think I've seen you before, so definitely no. Fortunately, I'm just getting ready to end the stream here to go walk my dog. And I can't promise whether or not I'll come back and stream. But I am going to put up a link to my friend streamer, Laura, the Green-Eyed Monster. She's streaming Ragnarok right now, and they got a heck of a lot of stuff going on. They're pretty good players, got tons of dinosaurs and all kinds of other shit, so if you guys are still interested in watching ARK after I've finished, you can go over and check her out. If she's still in fact streaming. She's 7 hours ahead of me and it's 8:46, so it's like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning for her. Or no, even I think more than that, maybe 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. So let's get a second wall center built here. Alright. Well, we got a lot done today. Got a dinosaur. Dinosaur died. Built our second level. We're getting a decent little bit of home here. I think I'm going to make us a tower. See how tall this looks from the outside. She is a bitch. I don't like her, no offense. Who's that? Green-Eyed Monster? Have you already watched her streams? Oh, if I want it to be a legitimate tower, it needs to be at least a level higher, and that's not very high. Yeah, well, sorry you don't like her. You're entitled to your opinion, though. Gotta build that ramp. Let's see if I can build a platform first, and then have the ramp come down, like a series of platforms. I haven't seen that platform. Well, then I won't bother with the link then. That actually makes things easier for me. Glad you like me, though. Alright, I think we're good. I believe we are good here. So, alright, guys. It's been great talking to all of you. All the people who have been here before, and you, Dino King, you've been here for a while. It's been great. But my dog requires pooping. And I'd rather him not poop on my floor. Because I cannot do anything interesting with it or craft it like I can in the game. So I'm off all week for the next 7, 8, or 9 days. So I will be streaming this plenty. So be sure to stop by again and say hi. Thanks for... I know someone just subbed. I know it came up. I didn't... I forgot to look at the thing because I was busy with the game. I know someone subscribed. So thanks for the new subscriber if that was one of the two of you. But yeah, I might be on in another half hour once I eat, walk the dog, so stay tuned, see what happens. Later, guys.